Hello, and welcome everyone. I'm so happy that you found your way here to the Dice Rolleth actual play. A new actual play. Woo! Today we are going to play a Daggerheart adventure, a homebrew dagger adventure made by yours truly. I'm your GM tonight. My name is Azu the Bard, and I'm not the only one here today. I have lovely players. But before we go to the introduction round, let me quickly do a couple of announcements. Maybe you don't know us, which is totally fine, because this is only the second stream ever we did. If you've been with us 2 weeks ago when we had the beautiful Nico de Gallo host a adventure for us with a wonderful title, Enter the Null Hole, you should totally watch that. But stay here, go afterwards there, please. Stay, watch it afterwards. Exactly. We are the Dice Rolleth. We are a group of friends that just decided, hey, let's do something together and make just a fun little experience thingy going on as an actual play. And this is where we are. We are planning to do way more of these streams. And this one right here, is one of the beautiful sessions that we have planned for all of you. We will initially focus on Daggerheart, but we will go and explore other systems as well, because there's so much out there that is worth highlighting and spotlighting. And as you know, Daggerheart is all about shining the spotlight not only on your fellow players, but also on anything that is deserving of it. Anyways, this should be enough for this kind of announcement. So let's see what kind of players do we have today. And as I already alluded to, this is our second actual stream, our second session for the Dice Rolleth. I can't say it often enough. We just have this name.
The Dice Rolleth.
Go ahead, Nico. Make it a catchphrase. Anyways,
let the dice roll. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No. I'm not the GM. I'm just some person today. I'm just like hanging. I'm just a player. Like I'm like a regular person, like you people. You know.
Right.
Oh.
You're an amazing regular person. But let's not introduce Nico. I love you, Nico, but you're not our very special guest tonight. Actually, for me, it's tonight. For most of you, it's daylight, whatever. Anyways, we have a very, very special guest. And since it's only our second time, we are so happy and so honored that we have them here. Please give a big applause, even you guys at home, for our very own Mike Underwood.
Bye.
Mike, would you be so kind to introduce yourself to all the people that might not know?
Thanks so much for the welcome. I'm Mike Underwood. I use they or he pronouns. I am a game designer, author, and sometimes actual play performer. I spent a number of years as a co-host of the show Speculate, but have not been doing much actual play lately because I was an additional designer on the Daggerheart core rulebook and have worked on a couple of other Daggerheart projects. In addition, I do some of my own Daggerheart compatible work, and I'm very happy to be here. Today I'll be playing Aspen Gale, the Wanderborn halfling elemental sorcerer who uses they/them pronouns. That's me.
Thank you very much, Mike. Nico, you're up next. Now it's your spot.
Ooh, now it's my spot. Okay. I'm like looking at the stream stuff, and I'm like, okay, I'm in the middle, right? Like I'm centered, right? Like, okay, here we go. All right.
Good and great.
Because I want to look good when we record this later, and I go like, oh, for 6 hours I look all dumb. Anyway, it's not going to be a 6 hour long stream. Hi everybody, I'm Nico de Gallo. I'm a professional actor, voice actor, burlesque host, burlesque performer. I'm also a professional game master, an actual play person, and there's other stuff I do. Oh, right, and I run a Not Safe for Work charity stream that you can find in my link tree, but I'm not going to tell everybody what the link is because that's for grown-ups to decide whether or not they click on, and that's not on me if you click on the wrong thing. But we do also have our socials down below, and I want to point everyone in that direction so that you know if you want to stalk us politely, then you can totally follow us using the links that we have in our little nameplates. But yes, and we're not introducing our characters yet, right? That's a secret until later, right?
You can already say what you could whatever you prefer. Say it now or do it in game.
What did Mike do? I want to copy the cool.
I introduced my character, so please tell us about why you have this cool hat.
Okay.
Yes. My character, if you haven't pieced it together, is the captain of the ship, and I am playing an Order-born Oh, wait, I have them here. I'm playing an Orderborn Galappa Wayfinder Ranger.
Ain't this amazing?
And they
Wonderful.
are named...
Thank you, Nico. Oh, yeah.
Wait. And they are named Nico de Gallo.
Mind blown. This is the best name ever.
It is
Just have
what
to
it
say,
is.
So
you win the competition on the table chair with the best name. I'm sorry, everyone, but
Perfect pun.
It also means that my GM, my game master, doesn't have to worry about learning 2 names. I've made life easy for you.
you definitely did that just for me, and I love you for that. And next, we have a monk on our table.
Hello, I'm Monk. She, her. You have not heard of me, and you will not. I'm just happy to be here. Sometimes I do art, did art for this stream. It was a great experience, and I'm very excited to be playing Krios. She is a goblin, sea-born, stalwart guardian who's here to protect all these people who are mostly bigger than her.
The art is amazing. I'm pretty sure everyone has already seen it in our stream layout somewhere. All right, last but not least, we have a Frenchman. Sorry that I take it away already. CXZ Man, or what is canonically called now, Sexy Man. Please take it away.
Hi, yes, I'm CXZ Man. I'm French, as mentioned. He, him. I am game designer by trade. I've been, you've probably seen some of the domains I designed on the side for Daggerheart as a third party. I have little experience in actual play, but I have about 20 years experience as a GM, as a player, and I've been playing that wonderful hobby for all that time. And today I will be playing Garamun de la Haute, who is a Qatari highborn bard wordsmith, financing this little operation that we have.
Awesome. All right, thank you everyone for your introductions. I think I didn't mention yet what the adventure is, didn't I? Then
Well, if they
I should do
haven't,
that.
If they haven't seen the promotional material and somehow
True.
stumbled upon this, but I think you should say it anyway. I think I would love to
Yes.
hear you
That
say
would
it
be
in your
amazing.
beautiful German accent.
Oh, yes. I'm not exaggerating my German accent now. Not doing this. Schmetterling. No, sorry. Alrighty, so you've seen the promotional material. So because you've all come, because you've seen either Nico, Mike, Monk's, Sexy Man's, or my posts anywhere, so you know what it's about. But to everyone who doesn't know, the very small minority, we are going to play today a very lighthearted adventure, pirate, high sea, uncharted islands, treasures everywhere, an adventure called Dead Leaves Tell No Tales. As I already mentioned, this one will be more on the lighthearted side. You can think about One Piece, Pirates of the Caribbean, and let's see where this is leading us.
But like in a way
go
that
ahead.
they can't take legal action for us mentioning their
Yes.
IP. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
I will not use certain names. I will just make them up. It's definitely Muffy, not Luffy. No, sorry, it's fine. Okay, one thing before we actually start this whole endeavor. A little bit of a personal note from my side. As already a certain Nico alluded to, I'm German. And because of that, I am really bad. It's not an automatism for me yet to use the right gender pronouns, they, them. I honor this, and I want to know that everyone should feel seen by myself. I'm honoring this. But when I'm in the zone of GMing, I will make mistakes for sure. So I'm sorry about that. Please just point it out when I accidentally use the wrong pronoun, and we will move on from that. If you, dear audience, feel like it, I don't know how often this might happen, but already in last stream we had a drinking competition with all the M's from Nico. If you would want to do this on you, please do it. But do me a favor, don't drink alcohol and just take water. Thank you. If you drink alcohol, do not drive for the rest of the day. Thank you. All right. Give me some thumbs up if everyone is ready to start this little adventure.
Let's start this little adventure. Woo!
Woohoo! I would say, let the dice rolleth.
Let the dice rolleth.
And now, in post-production, we have this amazing intro that we don't have yet, so imagine, amazing intro!
And it's like,
Whoa!
dun, 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 dun,
The
dun,
giant
dun.
dice is rolling over us. No!
Yeah, it's like, whoa, there's like a Kraken over there. Whoa, it's like a siren, but like a scary one, not like the sexy ones. Whoa, because that's a different story.
Cut to
One of the
black
sexy
and
ones.
then glow through text.
And then, yeah,
Sexy man is immediately gone.
through the text, and then, and then we start the adventure. Okay.
Everyone, you're on the ship. Your ship. I don't know what you're doing. This is what you're about to tell us. But the sea is very calm. When you hear boom, loud noises, you feel the impact in your ship. Something has penetrated the ship. Quacking woods everywhere. Shouts are starting. Up a lookout up on the mast is shouting towards our captain. Captain! Ship on the backside! It just came out of nowhere! You hear a lot of noises start erupt on this ship. Below deck you hear water breach! Quick! Walking mates rushing over the deck. Everyone is a bit scrambled. Nico, what are you doing? Where are you currently? Please describe what your character is doing currently and how they're reacting.
So I've already pulled out my sword. I don't even know who's attacking us, and I'm not even concerned with how an entire boat came out of nowhere. But I am concerned with the fact that my crewmates might be dying in this situation. So I'm barking out orders. I'm telling people to swab the poop deck, and I really should have looked up nautical terms before I started playing a captain in an actual play. And so they're swabbing poop decks, and wow, that really took the wind out of my sails. No, but seriously, they're doing all kinds of boat things, and I'm grabbing ropes that a person who knows what they're doing competently would be grabbing, and I'm yelling orders to my first mate over there, and I'm getting ready to murder people who are trying to murder me first.
So you're trying to look about what has happened. What are you shouting to your first mate?
I'm shouting to my first mate, get behind me! We need to be ready for anything.
Dear first mate, before you answer, you've heard this, but at the same time, the both of you hear another hiss. Those ones just hit the water, right, left and right of your ship, so you didn't get hit a couple of times. But you see huge water fountains splash all over, and there's even a lot of water that is splashing on top of the deck. Where are you currently? Krios.
I, being a goblin, hop up on the gunnel of the ship and just shriek, "Pack the guns, you lazy shits! Hard to starboard!" And gonna go running down, because I don't have it with me all the time, wherever we keep weapons, and go for my halberd.
Where do you keep weapons on this ship?
Let's see.
And what kind of ship do you have?
What do we have, Captain? Do
Is
we
it a
have,
huge galleon
sort of
or just
situation, or like a quick little clipper?
No. It's one of those cool boats, like the cool kind. Like in Pirates of
You
the.
did not
of
revise
the,
any nautical term. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm realizing that I have completely failed as an actor not to research my character. Besides the fact that their name was a really cool pun and they're a turtle person.
So was our ship for shipping, fighting, right? If we were to describe it like it had its character sheet, what kind of qualities do you think it would have?
Yeah, it's a gunboat. Right? It's a gunboat because it's from the Navy, so we have cannon. We got like 3 cannons on either side. And it's got like cool gold trim that we probably had to paint over black because we don't want people to know we're formerly a naval vessel. That's all I got. It's a cool
There's
big boat
probably
with
also
6
some
cannons.
signage somewhere, like Navy vessel XYZ. Did you also like paint this over, and what did you paint over?
We've totally painted over.
Did you rename your ship?
We
had to.
we renamed our ship to the.
Just the.
You know what? Yeah. It actually had like a long name, and we painted over it, and so it just says the. And someone was like,
brackets TBD.
Yeah, we ran out of paint when we were trying to write the name, and so I was just kind of like, you know what? No. We did this on purpose. This was on purpose. It's because we're trying to be mysterious. We're trying to be mysterious. That's what it is. That's what I tell people. It's actually just because we ran out of paint.
All right. Now that we have a picture of the boat, Krios, where are you picking up your weapon?
I think wherever my cabin would be, probably not too far off of the captain. Significantly smaller, but she's tiny.
Close, yes.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, run down, always in the chainmail, ready to go, but grabs the halberd and runs back up. And I'm gonna take stock. Where is our benefactor, for one? It's probably important that he doesn't get blown up.
Good question. Where is your benefactor?
Probably swinging by the rope up in the stays in between the shrouds, just balancing on the mast. And when the first few things went by, I was like, what's happening? That wasn't planned.
Since you're so up high swinging, I believe that you're in one of your last swings all the way to the back of the ship. You have the best view of the approaching vessel. If you would be so kind to explain to us, how does this approaching vessel look like? It is definitely a pirate vessel. I can show you. I can already tell you. It is showing a Jolly Roger. I would say you don't recognize the Jolly Roger, but can you describe to us the ship that is about 500 meters still away and firing its front cannons towards you?
I have to say it's a very little ship that has no weapon at all. It's. No, okay.
Who or what is shooting the weapons then? If it doesn't have weapons.
All right. I'll give
me. No, sure, but I don't mind. It can have no weapons.
No, it has to have weapons.
Something is shooting at you.
It's the problem giving freedom to your players. They're going to use it. You have a long ship with quite a speedy allure. It has a wonderful line. It has black wood for planks on the side, and you can see that ship has been repaired a few times. The color is not matching. 3 masts, full sail, and they are exiting from the smoke of their cannons, and you can already see through the windows that they are loading again. They're not done with us at all. They don't, should I say what they're doing? GM?
Sure, if you want to. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
They don't seem like they want to immediately board us, otherwise they would have stopped shooting. No,
but do you want to look closer to figure out what they're doing, or do you just want to keep on swinging and enjoying the action?
I'd like to look
I
closer.
don't recognize that ship. Why is it here?
Before our dear captain has a time to eye the approaching ship more, what is our halfling doing?
If this were a TV show, we'd cut to a shot up at a halfling with kind of flowing autumnal clothes that kind of swoosh, but then kind of gather at wrists and ankles, right? Kind of hands raised in like a magic using kind of stance, and wind billowing out from them. And then we pull back and we realize that they're like 3 foot tall as they are trying to pour more wind into the sails now that the ship has turned to starboard, so that we can pick up speed and be harder to hit.
Amazing. Which stuff that you didn't know, this is an environment that's just started called a pirate ship's chase. And I love what you just did, because I started right at the beginning 2 countdowns. 1 for that the pirate ship, the rivaling pirate ship, catches up to you, and 2nd, you escape. Aspen, would you be so kind and tell us how would you push some wind into the sails to see if you can speed up this escape?
Yeah, so because I have an elemental origin as a subclass for sorcerer, I can choose an element at character creation: air, earth, fire, lightning, water. I've chosen air. I can shape this element into harmless effects. Additionally, I can spend a hope and describe how my control over this element helps an action roll I'm about to make, and then gain a +2 to the bonus to the roll or +3 bonus to damage. So I'm going to spend a hope and utilize this as a bonus to the roll. If you think it's appropriate, I think I might use my spellcast trait to see how effective this is in pouring more kind of wind into the sails to help us make progress here.
Yes, I would say in this regard, please make a spellcast roll, because it helps me to know how to take down this counter. Besides, while you do this,
This is the first roll?
this is the first roll. You're right. This is
This is
the
the
first
first roll.
This is the first roll.
roll. Woohoo!
But
And yeah,
as I do it, Aspen calls out to everybody, "We've been through worse than this. This is not the last day for us. Rally to the captain!" Because as a halfling, at the beginning of a session, I can give a hope to all members of my party. So I want to put some fiction on that before I go into roll. But I'm happy to do that now, if that's okay, Azu.
Oh,
You're, of
I
course,
love
of
that.
course.
I love that as a
Yes.
catchphrase. Yo, throw some fiction on that. What's up?
Exactly. I love that. I forgot to mention that all of you start with 2 hope, which in Daggerheart, this is how you start a session. And I also forgot to mention that I, as the GM, I start with 4 hope, 1 per character. And I just have this
Fear.
very low... Fear, sorry. I also want to use hope. GM hope. So, okay. I have this very low-tech just thing with some tokens. This is my fear tracker. All right. Aspen, what did you roll?
All right.
Go ahead.
I got a 4 on my hope die, 3 on fear, so that's 7, plus my instinct is 3, so that's 10, plus another 2 because of the or because of the subclass feature, so for a total of 12 with hope.
12 with hope. That is
Pretty good.
not enough, I'm afraid.
That's not
but
pretty
you're
good.
getting hope.
That was
That
decent.
was pretty good. But this is a tense chase scene, I'm afraid. So I can only assume that the winds currently are not in your favor. That maybe the winds are coming from directly from the top. What's the word? In front of you. Here we go. So perhaps you would need to do a little bit of sail and rope work to adjust the sails in the right direction. So I'm afraid this wasn't the most successful. But anyways, you got to hope for that.
Yep.
So you can use it later. All right, so you did your part. Nico, you wanted to look out what is happening there over there, right?
Yeah, I want to know what the heck's going on.
So I assume you're just leaning over to try to see towards the back who or what it is.
Yes. Yeah,
All right.
I'm looking out over. What is
How
this?
good is your eyesight, would you say?
My eyesight is a +2.
+2 eyesight, and you sat in Dagger. Wonderful. I would say good enough. What you see is a very familiar Jolly Roger to yourself. You know this. You know who is on this ship. Would you be so kind to tell us
who is on that
the
ship.
pirate captain who is trying to attack you? Sink you, perhaps?
The pirate captain is Winona Biggerbottom.
Winona Biggerbottom, a well-known pirate. At least, they would assume so. Actually, they are actually really a very small fry on the high seas, and they believe that you are their arch enemy. But you know that they're just like, they're just annoying. But anyways,
You guys, it is Winona. Once again, it is Winona. Why is it always Winona?
Ooh?
Again?
You can
Again?
tell by that Biggerbottom anywhere.
You have
this-
history?
while you're swinging, while you're trying to do some conversations, you hear 2 more cannon shots. One is hitting your ship again. Bam! Let's see if it's actually doing some damage. I didn't roll for the first time. I rolled a 1. Please tell me, what kind of position did this cannon hit that did not do anything on the 1?
Oh, I have an idea.
Yes.
What if as I like recognize that it's Winona, she says some kind of like, I don't want to make up her voice. I'm gonna let the GM make that up. But they say some kind of like battle cry or like I'm gonna get you kind of thing, and then they do that thing where they point their sword towards the enemy ship, and then as the cannonball just flies, it just goes right over my head.
Did that then?
Please, just
Amazing.
stay in your lane.
You only see some mouth movement, but you don't even hear it because, as you know, the wind comes from the front of you, so you don't hear any voice. So she's visibly upset that their mates are not hitting, but they are gaining on you actually.
Oh no, they are
I'm gonna
gaining.
make a roll on you. So how much are they gaining on you? They're gaining a bit. It's not too bad. But you see, especially everyone who's looking, you see that they're coming closer. What you also hear is from down below. Earlier, I mentioned that you also heard that there's a water breach, but you know that you have a water pump down there, so you would assume that your second mate actually takes care of that to put over some men and pump it out. But what you also hear is a muffled voice coming from down below. What is this shit? What? Hit it! They're destroying everything! I hope you got that.
We did, fortunately.
I did. When the captain calls out, "It's her again," like the immediate tension I come running onto the deck with kind of subsides. And I'm going to turn around to go back downstairs, but before I do, I kind of clang the tip of the halberd off of whatever like metal surface I can get to catch the crew's attention. She says, "I was gonna scream at you about preserving all of our lives and not getting boarded, but it's fucking Winona again, so if you don't want to get embarrassed, and if you don't want me coming after you later, turn the ship around and fire on them!" And I would like to basically intimidate the crew, and I'm going to spend a hope to add my experience coming for your kneecaps to that.
Nice.
Love
it.
4 kneecaps?
I mean,
Please do so.
I would love to use strength for that, but I understand if that's a presence thing. So I will leave that up to our good game master.
Sure, of course. Presence. Go ahead. Take your presence. Take your experience.
Oh, also, while they're rolling,
Do you have
I
something?
forgot to mention, when we made this, we also posted, along with the link to this, a image that is a Spicy Dice one-page Daggerheart rule cheat sheet. So if you are watching this, you can follow along. This was an action roll, and that's going to be the green section. I apologize if you're colorblind. That's going to be the green section entitled 1. Action rolls. So if you want to know what the heck they're doing or how to play this game, it's super duper simple, and that's what it is, and you can follow along. And I won't explain nearly this much throughout the rest of the session, but I will let people know just when there's a moment to stick it in there, like this is the stress section, or this is the HP or damage section. So you can look at it and go, oh, I get it now. Carry on.
Nico, thank you for preparing this and opening it up to the community.
I'm amazing.
So,
What can I say?
All right. Yeah.
I
You
got a 6. I got, -1 from the presence. I got a 12 with hope.
12 with hope. Take the hope, and I would say that is enough for your crew that already knows the first mate. They know when, like, probably 1 or 2 of them already got it into their kneecaps, and they're very upset about that. So they don't take any chances. So you're shouting to them. They all know what to do. One of them is rushing over to the wheel and like turning it over so that you can get the angle right. Or do you have cannons in the back of the ship? What do you want? Do you want to turn and fire, or do you have some in the back? Your choice.
Well, want to give him a full broadside.
Wonderful. They turn on over. I assume you have 2 rows of cannons, 1 on top of the deck and 1 below deck. The ones below, there are some men rushing down below to man the cannons if they are not manned yet. But the ones on top, they're already prepared, locked and loaded, and there are people with a fuse that are just waiting for a sign to shoot. Do you want to do the honors, or do you want to let the captain do it?
I just yell out, Captain Aspen, someone do it. There's something down below deck. I'm gonna go take care of it, I say, the sound fading away as I'm already running down the stairs.
Yes. So the ship is slowly turning. So it will take a while to be in position to actually shoot. All the while, the ship is gaining on you again because you chose to not flee but rather turn around, right? So I'm gonna go a quick roll, and I'm rolling like shit, but still it's gaining a bit more. But you don't need to worry. It's still 400 meters away, so everything's fine. Aspen, you are the one who has the control over the magic flow wind, and I would assume that you're also somewhat attuned to the magic or lack thereof inside of the ship, and you have a faint feeling that something magical is down there that has not been there before. Just giving you the information.
Yeah, so Aspen kind of sees the wind not cooperating, and calls up to Garamond, "You'll have to tell me how this goes later." And then I'm going to run down the stairs to follow Krios to see what's going on below deck.
I don't intend to write that in books. It's a measly parrot. It's fine. All right.
Krios, what are you doing?
Sprinting down to below decks to see where those shouts are coming from, because clearly something got into the ship or was shot into the ship, which would be creative for Winona.
So I guess you and Aspen then meet on the stairs and rush down. Garamond, what are you doing? You're still hanging?
I see that everybody seems to be alerted, and then not so much, because apparently having a big bottom is... there's no consequence at all. I just rise and climb under my rope to get on the stay, and I just grab the mast and look at the ship, look at our crew.
You have the ship in your hand. You feel
I have the whole ship in my hand.
You have you have the mast. Sorry, the thing in your hands, and you feel a shuddering, which it's not usual. It feels like a constant. Like a sawing motion, maybe, even, coming from the mast?
I listen to it. Is it a
you
saw?
hear a little... Something
that's not good.
Nibbling on
we
it.
need that mast to work. Listen, everyone. Everyone, the crew, gather up. Come on. To me. This is an unprecedented moment. Our mast is currently being sewed from the bottom. Yes, from the bottom, because no one is sewing it from the top. Gather round and rush to get that sorted out. We need the mast to escape. To fight.
I imagine that as you're like commanding my men and like they're all trying to protect themselves from dying, literally nobody is respecting you or listening to you like at all. So you're like, come on, we like need to not die, and everyone's just kind of like doing their thing, and I'm like, everybody, you must go down to the what is it in the what level? Where is it? The thing that is going like yang, 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 yang.
Somewhere below deck.
It is somewhere below deck. If you could just do what I don't know, follow the weird looking cat person.
What is the cat person doing?
The Qatari. Follow the Qatari.
Oh, I didn't want to go there. Oh, all right. I guess follow me. I go. I could use a shroud, but I just slide through the by the mast and just backflip into running through all of the mates equipping themselves on the deck, and I just go straight for the below decks. I only go there when I have to sleep. I don't know why I would go there right now. Apparently, I'm leading the charge, so with me, mates. Can I call all of you mates? Is it fine with you? All right, let's go. Let's go.
We don't even know you. We're only listening to Krios and the captain.
They're
And
not
the
your
captain said we
mates.
should listen to you, so.
You would
Exactly.
be fine to listen to my word. I have a beautiful voice.
Quick, something happened below.
Counsel.
You hear
Before
another.
we do anything too
Oh, yeah.
hush-hush or too hasty, you have to be prepared.
What are you
Most
doing?
important thing is money. Second most is hope. And I would like to rally everyone.
Ah,
Once per
Amazing.
session, describe how I just did that. and I give each of my allies and myself a rally dice. Come on, everyone, get out your favorite d6. This is my rally die. You might recognize it as to be Candela Obscura. Another game that is wonderful. That you can
Quick
play.
shout out to Candela Obscura. Amazing game. Great. Also from Darrington Press. Anyways,
You can
you are
use that
rallying
die.
everyone.
You can use that die to add to any action roll, reaction roll, damage roll, or to clear a number of stress equal to the result of what you roll, which is amazing.
Isn't it great having a barter in the party?
If you
We
don't
love
use
how you
it by the end of this session, you lose it.
Gotcha.
Use it.
Use it.
Let's do it.
And I pass the spotlight.
So, your ship is slowly turning. It is about to be at the right angle to fire. All the while, 2 more cannons from the back are shooting. Let's see if they're hitting. Another 2. What is this? What is this madness? I roll only below 10. So all of them in the water, not hitting. I think now is the time where the wind probably has turned a bit, that you hear now a really, really raging Winona, I think was her name.
Yes, it was Winona.
Winona. That is like, what are you so fucking incompetent assholes? Do I have to do everything myself? Go away! I take over this! And you see, Nico, you see as you're the only one who has eyes on the ship. Is this some kind? Are you happy watching this incompetent crew do their job?
I've got my
how does
telescope
it look
out,
like?
you know, and I'm like, I do not even know why it is that we are panicking. It's just Winona. She's her own worst enemy. It's a complex. It's a complex. It's a complex. It's not even my fault the way that she is. I don't even think. I'm pretty sure it was like an offhand remark. It wasn't even meant to be personal. I do not know what it is that I said that made her so angry at me. But it's just like, oh my God, every time it's like, oh, the ship is exploding. It's Winona. Oh, somebody has stolen our booty. It's Winona. It's just kind of like the writers need to come up with something better for this series. I say, in spite of the fact that this is their first introduction and a one-shot, 2-shot.
Amazing. Did you already mention what Winona is ancestry-wise? If not,
No, but you know
don't
what?
say it.
I have these very fun dice that I'd love to...
No. Wait. It's fine. I just wanted to say, didn't want to break canon if we already had assigned this. Because Winona is a fellow Galapa. And what Winona is doing in the canon, you basically, while watching this, probably chuckling a bit to yourself, you see that the cannon is basically getting pushed to the back, and another much bigger cannon with a broad, really, really broad opening, with Winona's head sticking out of it, is getting pushed through the deck now. And she's eyeing you, and you see, you don't hear it out loud, but you see on her mouth, they're like, I kill you.
Oh no.
And once she closed her mouth, the cannon goes boom, and you see a Galapa with like a crazy face, and all the wind like is throwing directly in front of you. And I will use a fear to not roll. It hits. And it is hitting the poop deck. By the way, the poop deck is the deck at the very back of a ship. I didn't know that beforehand, but I opened a tab here on my screen where I have like terminology for Galleon. And poop deck, by the way, this is really fun. Maybe, Sexy Man, you know that. Do you know the origin of poop deck, where the name's coming from?
No.
Actually, it is a French term, le poupe.
Ah, okay. So now it make it. La poupe is the back of the
La
ship.
poupe. Yes, exactly. See, it's that easy.
Opposed to
For
la
the
poupe,
longest time.
which is the front of the ship. Yeah, okay. So the poop deck is the deck from behind the deck. Okay, yeah.
Now
That's where you
we're
go
learning.
to the sheeter.
We're learning.
Wonderful.
So
For the longest time.
when she hits the poop deck, I go, oh no, the ship will be so constipated.
Amazing. You see like wood cracking, the railing that is at the poop deck, cracking of this large galapa body that is rolling over the deck, hitting the mate that is constantly helming. Is it the red worm helming the wheel, like on the wheel?
Yes.
The hell?
It is pushing this one aside and slowly standing up, and out of her shell, she picks up her really old, dilapidated pirate's hat and putting it on. Nico! I got you! Let's swap downstairs. We have our Krios and Aspen hitting downstairs. And what you already see is like a huge chaos. You see on the left side of you, there's a huge hole just in the wall where the first shell hit. You don't see the shell anywhere, but what you do see is nearly 100 or so, or even more, of tiny, small, black imps, black demons, weird demons with tiny arms, long, big teeth. That are some sailors are fighting with them, like gremlins, if you want. But the majority of them are currently at the main mast and like nibbling onto the main mast. And what you see is that they already nibbled away like a third of the wood from the main mast. A lot of the sailors and mates are there and are just trying to, with clubs, trying to hit these tiny imps. That apparently were just shot together with the shell earlier onto the ship, and that are just trying to currently destroy your mainmast. What are you doing?
Oh, no you don't. Gonna just charge forward straight at the cloud of imp things on the mast, kind of dodging and weaving in between all the bigger crewmates. At one point, get an obstacle, pole vault it with the halberd, and then come down and just slam it right into the middle of the mast.
Go ahead, make an attack roll for me.
Right.
Just for mechanics reasons, this is a horde of shadow imps. And Garamund, I saw that you are right behind. After their spotlight, you're coming in. Please make an attack roll for me.
All right.
How many you
I
got?
got, with the addition to strength, a 21 with hope.
Oh, that's plenty. That's plenty. You so hit. Please roll damage for me. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it yet. Our players are currently level 3, tier 2.
Okay. That will be 18 points of physical damage. 2d10 on the halberd.
18. Amazing. 18 is definitely severe for them. So that is plenty. And since there are like a lot of these currently on the mast, and you just basically swipe it over it, so you're hitting tons of them, and they're just basically they're very easy to hit and very easy to slice through. At the point where you slice them through, they're just like a really sharp knife and paper. You just like, go over them, and then they just vanish into smoke, and then they're gone. So with that amount of damage, you're definitely hitting 4 of them. You slice through them. Amazing. That was really a good one.
Off.
I would say there are 6 more on the mast that are just continuing to nibble. They have one objective, and this is kill this mask, eat it. Aspen.
So just behind Krios, Aspen is running along, not doing like the jumping acrobatic stuff, but just kind of little halfling legs pumping as fast as they can and sliding a little bit on the recently swabbed deck. We see them like reach out, and silvery kind of like tattoo ink starts glowing from their wrist onto their fingers as this is how I'm flavoring my hand runes weapon, that they are kind of like tattooed, enchanted onto their body, and reaches out and kind of shoots concussive blasts of air at the horde.
Amazing. Go ahead.
All
Hit
right.
them.
So I want to spend a hope to utilize my experience. The wind is a friend of mine to boost this attack.
And so it is.
And I get a 22 with fear.
Oh.
22 with fear. Wow. That is so a hit.
Okay.
Please roll damage.
So, halflings have this great feature where they can reroll one on a hope die. It doesn't work on your damage dice. So when you roll a 1 and a 1 on your damage dice in this situation, it's only a total of 5. That's 5 magic damage.
But 5 is enough to do major damage. That's exactly the threshold. They're very easy to hit. Did I mention that? Amazing. 5 damage will hit 2 of them.
I will say,
yes.
it might be wasted, but you can use your rally die on your damage roll. It is a small damage roll, but if you want to up it, you have a d6.
That is true. I think
Might
I'm
be
going to
too
hold
early,
on
but I'm
hold
just
on
saying.
to it, but thank you for the reminder.
Amazing. You are definitely hitting a lot of these beasts. As all of you around, there are still sailors fighting with them. Some of them can also slice through. So eventually, you know that you will get the upper hand. But for now, you know the main objective is still the mast that is getting nibbled on. And currently, what is happening since you rolled with fear? I doing a little GM move, right? I think now would be a good time to quickly go out of the immersion and quickly explain something. You know, in combat in Daggerheart, that the GM is doing GM moves in between the players' rolls. And usually, I think what is also explained in the Daggerheart core rulebook, it says, when you roll with fear or when you don't hit, then spotlight goes back to the GM, and when you roll with hope, you can keep on going. And this narrative basically keeps on maybe a slight bad tone in the sense that the player sometimes can feel like, oh no, I rolled with fear. No, damn it, now the spotlight is going back to the GM. But let's rephrase this a bit and say that in a fight scenario, the spotlight is always bouncing back and forth between the players and the GM. And if the players roll with hope, and then just they can go on, right? This shifts the narrative a bit and makes it, I think, much nicer.
Wait, so
to
we're saying
understand
that
this.
any player rolls with hope, keep it on the players? Is
No,
that...
I just wanted to shift the narrative to explain it
Gotcha.
better. I probably didn't do as much of a good job as I was hoping for, but regardless, anyways, I do a GM move, and my GM move is that some of the little imps that are currently fighting with some sailors, some voice is telling them to shift their focus, and some of them are jumping off the sailors and onto the mast again to start nibbling, because they saw that some of their brethren couldn't continue their job, and their main objective is destroying this mast, and they are just more imps now than even before.
I want to make
nibbling.
sure
Yes.
too.
Go ahead.
That's the other reason why I'm trying to avoid speaking up, is because I know we're cutting back and forth between like the lower deck and the upper deck and stuff like that.
Yes.
So we're still on the lower deck, right? This is inside the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I just wanted to give the spotlight now to M.I.A.monk, who just now enters the scene. What you see is basically that Krios is with a huge slice of the halberd is destroying lots of these tiny demon bloblets. Same with Aspen. How does it look like? Do you shoot like
it's
like wind balls?
One hand extended, and it would look like it's like in another narrative it'd be like telekinesis, but what this is like concussive blasts of air, which maybe show up with the kind of like whirls of wind in animation or something like that.
Awesome. I also assume, since you have this big wall opening, that you're also standing like that you're just shooting them out of the ship, perhaps.
Well, that would be very convenient, yes.
Yeah, that's totally what's happening. Thanks, GM.
Yes, and
That's exactly what I was imagining the whole time.
In my own world
Anyways.
of silence.
M.I.A.monk, you're coming down to the below deck.
I come down to shadow imps attacking the mast. Yeah, the shadow imps, they are not like shooting magic at the mast. They are just biting.
No,
to
they
the
have
mast.
big teeth, yeah.
Okay. I see that they are busy trying to stab them and shooting wind at them. I'm like, oh, I I thought it was something much more dangerous. Okay. And I just wave my way into the fray, actually going straight into melee with them, which is uncharacteristic of mine. I'm usually just busy partying and drinking any kind of liquid. And I just step in between, actually, the shadow imps, just gently pushing them, taking all the risk of all. And I'm going to use a codex feature called Rune Circle. I'm going to mark a stress, and I create a temporary magical circle on the ground where I stand. All adversaries within melee range, which is going to be all of the imps, who enter melee range, and they are, take 2d12 plus 4 magical damage and are knocked back very close range.
Ooh.
Sick.
So they're not going to know
Amazing.
anything.
Amazing. So this doesn't even need a spellcast roll, right? This is just,
It costs a stress, you know. It is very stressful.
Of course, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry.
But it
Please keep
does.
stressed.
The damage activates when they get into range, so I guess they have an opportunity to stand away, or they're just going to take the damage now. You
Please
tell me
explain,
when.
how does it look like?
I rush to the front of the range, going past Creos that just like, oh no, again, I guess. And I'm just rushing, trying to find where I put it, and I take out a small canister with a price tag still waving at it. It's like I bought that a few years ago. I think it should be working. I crack it open, and it just push out a ton of Arcane on the floor. I'm like, yeah, there we go. That's exactly how I bought the spell. I don't really cast spell. I just have too much money, and I buy already made up spell. This one is Rune Circle, sponsored by the best merchant in town. And I crack it open, and it works just like advertised. I have a little bit of magic on myself, but it's fine. And very sharp, and with a chime of by your own circle. A little jingle of advertisement blurts out of the canister, and there's a beautiful, actually, rune circle on the ground. I stay in this rune circle, actually, back to the mast, and I try to reassure my friends that they're not in danger coming in, as I guess the shadow imp starts to just explode away in contact to the magic circle.
Yes, I don't think you have to roll, but please do anyways. Tell us how much damage that would theoretically get.
It is, I'm just checking. It is 2d12 that I'm going to roll, and it is better. It makes it's plus 4, so it makes for a total of 14 magical damage each. 14
to each and every one of these little hodlings. Yes, I would assume. So while you're casting this, and the first shadow imps are popping out of existence, they're probably like little lightnings hitting them, or how do you?
It just I imagine it is exactly like a UV light against mosquitoes, and so you're just approaching a bzzz.
Oh yeah. And because immediately all of them that are on the mast are gone. But as I mentioned, they have this hive mind, they have to destroy the mast. All the rest in this hold, whoosh, come to the UV light and they're gone.
It's good, they work.
Let's go upstairs again. Nico, you have just an annoyance in front of you, but Winona is like, my arch enemy! Finally, we're coming face to face!
Oh, good God. Okay. And I turn around and it's like, here, let me take off my glasses while I do this. And I go, oh. Okay, let's do this. And I pull out my sword. And I just want to double check, is anyone on the deck that I'm on right now? Or is it just me? Am I solo?
Oh, I would say yes. There are still a few manned cannons that are waiting for the signal to shoot or to do whatever else. So I would say there are like three cannons, 3 sailors, plus the sailor who was at the wheel that got barreled away, who is now just about now like trying to get up.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say you have 4 sailors in the close vicinity. And Winona is calling you out again. You denied my proposal! How dare you! Now you have to suffer the consequences! And then I will marry your dead body.
We barely knew each other, and if I knew you were a necrophiliac, I would still have said definitely not. And I'm going to use death maneuvers. I'm going to mark a stress. And once per rest, mark a stress to sprint anywhere within far range without making an agility roll to get there. So I just, choom, and I just suddenly cross the ship, and I'm like right in front of her. And then I'm going to pull out my sword. A sword that looks like, oh, my alarm's going off. Okay. And I pull out my sword, and I just, and I'm like right up on her. And
Great.
She
sees this coming, and she's bracing herself. But go ahead, roll.
Okay, so as part of the movement, if I'm within melee range of the adversary, I can immediately make an attack against them. So I am going to make an attack against them, and I get an additional +1 to my attack roll. But wait, there's more. I also have Ruthless Predator. When you make a damage roll, so I'm going to say I'm about to use that bad boy. I'm also going to use, because I got so many things I can do all at once. Wait for it. Okay. Wait for it.
Nova time.
Oh, we're waiting.
Strategic approach. Once, after a long rest, place a number of tokens equal to your knowledge roll on this card. The first time you move within close range of an adversary and make an attack against them, you can spend 1 token to choose one of the following options. You make the attack with advantage. You clear stress on an ally, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an attack against them, and I'm going to spend a token. How much knowledge do I have? I have 1 knowledge. I'm going to spend my 1 token, so I'm going to burn this card, basically. And I'm going to give myself advantage on this attack roll. So, and I have that plus whatever I just said. And I have Ranger's Focus, so I'm spending a hope.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to make them the focus of my focus. The target of my focus. And until this feature ends, or you make a different creature your focus, I'm not going to until they're dead. No, I'm not going to kill them. Maybe I will. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. Scandalous. I gain the following benefits against them. I know precisely what direction they're in. Obvi. When you deal damage to them, they must mark a stress. When you fail an attack against them, you can end your Ranger's Focus feature to re-roll your duality dice. Ooh! So they're my focus now. Okay, so.
Awesome. All the features at once.
All the features at once, baby. And so, what do I get for being a Galapa again? Nothing particular. Say that again?
You don't die.
No, I was just like Winona-ing.
Okay, great, cool.
I'm gonna hack you so bad.
Winona.
All right. So I'm going to say that, let's see, 6 plus 5 is going to be 11, plus I'll burn my rally die too. No. I'm going to, when I fail an attack against them, I'll just end my Ranger's Focus. That's what I'll do. So I can re-roll my duality dice, because that was crap. Crit, baby! That's 2 4s!
Oh, yes.
Oh, completely
she
worth it.
braced, but she didn't see what this is coming. Amazing.
I was about to
Crit.
ask, as I re-roll my duality dice, should I re-roll my advantage die? And I realized that's not what the feature said, so I won't do that. But it doesn't even matter, because I got crit, baby! Okay,
Wonderful.
So, on a crit, by the way, I think it's in my 1-page sheet, but it basically says you assume you would have rolled max damage, and then you re-roll all the dice again. So that's going to have been, let's see here. Okay, that's going to be 2d8. And then I'm also going to roll for my death maneuvers, and I had the +1 too. Maybe I didn't even need it. It doesn't matter. I'm also going to not get that because that doesn't work. I am going to use Ruthless Predator, by the way, where when I make a damage roll, I can mark a stress. So I'm going to mark that stress. I have 1 stress, everybody. I mark a stress so I can gain a +1 damage bonus to my proficiency. Additionally, when you deal severe damage to the adversary, they must mark a stress. So I'm actually going to roll. I need a 3rd d8.
She's dead in 1 hit.
Way too much damage.
Yes, this is going to be. Fortunately, we have 1 hit protection in Daggerheart, so but still, this is going to be a very big hit.
I'm gonna roll them all on the. Okay, let's see.
Undermine the Ranger. The Ranger is a very powerful class.
So,
True. Yes.
We're going to assume first max damage, which is 3 times 8 is 24, plus 3 is 27 damage. And I haven't even rolled yet, baby. Oh, does the rally die add to my damage?
I think so.
Could. Do you mean... no, actually, I guess it would be added at the end.
It would be added at the end because it's like attack on feat. Well, no. If I'm choosing to add it to my damage roll, right? Read me the feature. Let's see what this bad boy says. Let's do some rules lawyering on the fly.
Let's go rules rolling. A PC can spend their value dice to roll it, adding the result to the action roll, reaction roll, damage roll, or to clear a number of stress equal to the result. So your
Okay,
part
so
is
we'll add it
damage
after.
roll.
We'll add it after. Okay,
Yeah,
here we
that's
go.
why I said, yeah. Whole debate about
Alright.
what is a damage die.
So, 7 plus 7 is 14. So that was, by the way, I already had, what was it, 27?
20 something.
27, yeah.
7.
28
think it was-
something.
Yeah, 27,
Yeah, 27.
so now 41.
And now it's 31, right? No, 40. Yeah, 41.
41.
Plus 2 is going to be 43. And then I'm going to add my rally die.
Because why the fuck not at this
Because
point?
fun.
Plus 4 is going to be 47, correct?
Yep, you're there.
All right. I do 47 damage to them. Are we using massive damage, by the way?
It's always when you ask the question, you know it's good.
Yes. You know, it would
All
be
campaigns.
one short of massive, but I allow it. You do 1 more damage than 47. You're doing 48, which is massive. You're doing 4 damage to this bad girl.
Don't forget, they mark
Amazing.
as stress.
I do. And I would say to honor your crit, do you want to push her around? What do you want to do? Do you want to disarm her? Do you want to do a little something special?
Yeah, okay. So here's what it is. I think because like I'm a Galappa, right? So I go, oh no, it's Winona. And I turn around and I like grab my sword back. I'd put it away already because I was like, it's just Winona. But then I was like, oh, they're on the boat. It's Winona. And then I just kind of like, and I like anime style teleport, and I'm like right in front of her. And then I swing my sword so hard that it's like, I hit my desk. He goes.
Everyone
And
heard that.
it's just like there's a brief pause, and then suddenly you hear like a sonic boom, and it's just like boom, and it just blasts her off the end of the boat.
Down below deck, we just hear upstairs from the upper decks. What's that?
Yeah,
You
you just hear
blast her
all you hear
off.
up there is just like a.
Amazing. You blast her off the boat. Let me see if she can resist that. I'm doing just a little roll. Everything below. No, she would need to have higher than 14 or so to not fall off. 13. She is falling off the railing. Boom! Crash. She's crashing through the next railing and like ah. But I will use one of the fears that I used to just, since none of you looked what the ship is doing right behind you, it caught up because you turned around, right? It caught up and is now just right beside your ship. But it is not, so Winona is not falling onto the ship. She's falling in towards the water. But her first mate, who is another Qatari, who is swinging on a rope heroically, is coming by and just grabbing her and making another turn with a swing, is just landing directly onto the poop deck where you are standing. But Winona is really, really... She has marked a lot of hit points, and there's a huge crack into her in her shell. It's like, oh, that was a hack. It was one hack of many. Thank you. And she's looking towards her mate. Let's go below deck again. You guys can see through the big hole. Oh yes, go on.
On a scale to nah to yeah, how is that Qatari you just mentioned?
What happened? Oh, we're back. Right in the fight. Let's see what happens downstairs. Downstairs, we don't have any Shadow Imps anymore, do we? But all of you see through the big hole that the first shell shot, that there's a ship approaching. And for the tiniest moment, you see a Qatari swinging by on a rope, one side, and then when they come back, you see that they have a really big creature in hand, another Galapa, but then they swing up again, and you hear with a thump something landing that didn't sound too impactful. With like a shonk, they land onto the upper deck again. What are you doing?
Getting good eye of the Qatari.
Wait, say again?
No, I'm getting a good eye to watch the Qatari and, get a vibe of how they are. Maybe something.
Hot or not?
They look like pirates.
Come
They
on,
have
Krios,
in
I
their
can have fun. Maybe not now. Maybe afterwards. Okay.
Afterwards.
So the vibe what you're getting is like real pirates. They even have a dagger in their mouth.
Oh, yes. That's exactly it. All right.
Question for
What are you
the
doing? The
GM.
sailors are scrambling around. They are now free. So some of them are already coming with planks and just trying to stabilize the big mast again, like just hammering planks on that, whatever good this will do, but they're doing their best. You hear still people below deck. Apparently the water pump is doing its job, so you're not sinking at least. But what are you guys doing? You hear maybe combat noises from the top. I think you actually heard this amazing hit from your captain. Yes.
Do we think it would be faster to run upstairs or to go up from the hole, like climb the side?
Ooh, sure.
All right. I'm gonna go over and just kind of like standing on the edge, swing the halberd up and like dig it into the side of our own ship. And I would like to spend a hope to functionally help anyone who needs it get up, like climbing it like a pole.
Oh, that is amazing. Yes.
Well,
Anyone wants to use this shortcut?
Guess it doesn't waste one of my spells, so I will accept your hand.
Great. How do you want to use this? Do you want to climb up or just do like an acrobatic swing up that you shoot yourself from the halberd? Up? How
I'm
does it
not
look
so acrobatic. I've been doing work in the circus without telling my family, of course. But I'm quite nimble when I want to. Worst case scenario, I can extend my little claws, as a.
Mm-hmm.
I will take respectably small Krio's hand and just yank myself and try to do a backflip out to get.
You better not break it, or I'm gonna get you.
Get either upside down or completely up to the side of the ship if I manage to pull hard enough.
Awesome. So you can do this agility roll with advantage,
Yes.
courtesy by your Krios.
I mean, worst case scenario, I'm Qatari. Do that myself.
Exactly. You have
No,
contingency
it's
plan.
I would be a goblin to do that. Qatari is able to reroll the hope dice, which I hope is not going to be necessary since this is for now a 13 with hope.
Wait, what? 30? No,
13.
13, right? Oh, 13. I was like, 30?
Dropping a casual 30.
Are we level 10 already? No, okay. 13 with hope. Nope, but that is just enough. Take your hope. You'll make it upstairs. And I will even tell the first mate, the Qatari, with a dagger in its mouth, and the captain are just basically landing, and you're directly landing besides the captain with your backflip. You're standing there, and the Qatari is looking at you and growling.
Did I land on our ship or their ship?
Your ship. Your ship.
So they are
you're
on
all on
our
the poop
ship.
deck now.
Oh no, we are face to face on each of our ships?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes,
in
yes,
front
yes.
of me. So I hiss and I...
Amazing. I know it would be your turn technically, but I'm spending a fear to intercut real quick because your ships are directly beside each other. And the crew, I mean, Nico already alluded to it earlier. The crew from Winona is, as Winona herself, not really dangerous, and they might be a bit stupid. So they can't handle the navigation. And what is happening? This ship is crashing into yours. I'm so sorry. I ask all of you, because of this sudden crash that no one could prevent, neither your crew nor the other, to make a quick reaction roll for me, if you would be so kind. Agility, if you can remain on your feet. Agility reaction roll, which reaction rolls, quick reminder, you can also look up on the sheet that the wonderful Nico de Gallo provided for you. Do not generate hope or fear. Let's give a quick round. Aspen, what did you roll?
21.
Okay, Krios.
13.
12.
Garamond. 12. Nico.
19.
19. All right. Krios, I assume you're probably like half leaning out of the large hole, right? And the ships crashing into each other was on the other side of the ship, so you didn't see this coming. So you probably didn't have enough holding. But you will definitely mark a stress now, because you feel that you're slipping, but you have your halberd stuck into the hull of the ship, right? So you hold it so you're not falling into the sea. Garamond, same as you. You land on your feet and you're just about like to do this probably when the crash happens, and and you stumble towards the back, and there's a little staircase that is coming up to the poop deck. You stumble it down, and since you stumble down the thing, I'm afraid I have to give you a bit of damage. Let's see.
Oh no.
Ugh, 8 damage for you, my friend.
It's fine. Is it direct damage, or can I stomach it in my arm?
Not direct damage. You can use your arm if you like. Yeah.
It is but a flesh wound.
And Aspen and Nico, this does nothing to you. How do you hold tight?
Let's see. The ship crashes. I'm just cool about it. It's just like it crashes, and I'm just kind of like, doesn't affect me. I'm too cool.
Yeah, I think Aspen feels the ship beginning to lurch and just kind of poofs up on a bit of like a layer of air to levitate for a moment. And so the ships kind of crash and move under them, and they drop back down onto the below deck.
Awesome. Love that. That is amazing. Master of the winds, indeed. All right, back to you. You have two menacing-looking crew. I mean, right now it's Nico versus Winona and her first mate. Krios is hanging on the halberd. And, we have a Garamond that just fell down the stairs. Who wants to go next?
Is everybody on the top now? Did everyone come up?
Not yet. You're the only one currently.
Okay.
And I can say your cannoneers are still awaiting the order.
Oh, I say it. I say the order. Oh wait,
you say it. They were waiting. What? Yeah.
Actually, our ships just crashed together, right? Like they were side by side and they just hit each other.
Yes.
And I say, "This is our chance. Take their gunpowder." And I shout out to my crew to take the gunpowder so they can stop blowing us up.
Oh.
Fair. Yep.
Board on their side,
So
take their gunpowder out. That's nasty.
Mm-hmm. I'm nasty.
So you're basically ordering them to board the ship. Am I getting it right?
Yeah. I imagine that there's other people besides just like the four of us on this entire vessel. So it would be like our minions, our nondescript NPCs who I'm sure you'll name later and give personalities to, and we'll all grow to love and care.
Of course. This will all happen. So several nondescript yet minions of yours on ropes are either jumping directly ahead onto the other ship's deck, or they swing onto it with ropes. They also have blades in their mouth or somewhere sheaths, like, let's get the gunpowder, and they just jump on top. And yes, indeed, there are like loads of barrels of gunpowder. This ship is a rather small one, and they only have cannons on top of the deck. And also on top of the deck, there are these just kegs of gunpowder. And there's now starting a fight of sailors versus pirates, or pirates versus pirates, whatever you refer to yourself. It's going on. And still your spotlight.
I think Aspen has to do something now, because you're still down there. Krios is probably squished.
No. Krios is safe. Krios was on the other side of the two ships crashing.
Yeah. I'll go up last because I'll be taking the halberd with me when I do. And I'm willing to spend another hope to assist someone else getting up to the top.
I will hope to not need it because Aspen basically crosses feet and then does almost like a show choir spin while kind of throwing their arms out, and I basically want to wrap myself in like a tiny tornado and cast the flight spell so that I can just fly up deck.
Yes. Sick.
So I make a spellcast roll against a difficulty of 15. And that is a 21 with hope.
Awesome. You're on fire.
So
That is good flight. On
right,
fire? That's not good sign.
Right, we get the kind of the tiny tornado, and then they fly out and up and over the deck, and I'm happy to leave my spotlight there because that gives us a good establishing shot, maybe to jump back to Nico or somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. You come
Nico
up
de
to
Gallo,
the
what's
deck.
happening?
Yeah.
Are they boning us?
Yeah, what's Winona doing? Like now that I've totally just made them look like an idiot, and they crashed their ship. They crashed their ship like an idiot.
Yes. She's completely focused on you, like, okay. You wanted to have a big hug? You're getting a big hug. She is unarmed, and she has really big knuckles that she's now crashing onto each other. Like, come here, and she's rushing towards you, trying to give you a very big hug. Let's see what happens.
You must understand how toxic this kind of attraction to me is. I have not even done anything that even warrants how into me you are.
This is a Daggerheart sign on the D20.
Uh-oh.
You know what this means?
Oh, you rolled a crit.
I rolled a crit.
Ding.
She is giving you a really big hug now. I think a 20 is above your evasion, right?
20 is a
Just
little bit above
for
my
funsies.
evasion, that's true. Now, mind you, she was on the other ship, right? So she's like hopping back over to my side, or what?
No, she was already on the poop deck. You know, she got carried back by her first mate. So she and her first mate are directly in front of you.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. Anyways, she's doing a bit of damage. So I think the rules for crits for GMs are the same, right? I do max damage? Plus.
Yeah, and I must inform you that you also gain
please.
a fear when you crit.
Oh, thank you. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just a mic
So you
thing.
gain.
That's why you have a really
No, it's the
notchable
rules,
designer
it's
of
fine.
Daggerheart in your team.
You roll max damage and you re-roll the dice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am doing it.
I'm
so
gonna
that's
spend
plenty.
a stress, which, by the way, during my crit earlier, I gained the hope back that I had spent, and I also cleared the stress that I had just given myself. I'm gonna give myself another stress, and I'm gonna, as I see them say that line about like, oh, I'm going to give you a big hug. That's when I go, oh shit, and then not even, oh mierda, and then I pop back into my shell.
Ah.
Oh, you're popping back into your shell. Amazing. This increases your thresholds, or what does it
This
do?
actually gives me resistance to physical damage, but I do have
Oh,
disadvantage on action rolls, and I can't move until I'm out of my shell.
Understandable. I'm doing 31 physical damage to you.
That's-
She's giving you a big hug, but she can only manage to squeeze your shell now.
Okay, so that is going to be what? That's
16.
16. Okay,
16, yeah.
Mike, this has been driving me nuts. When you cut something in half and it's not even half, right? There's that leftover 0.5. Do you round up or do you round down?
Unless I am misremembering, Daggerheart always says to round up.
Okay, so yeah, 16.
That's
That was
general
just
rule
something
about
I've been
that,
wondering forever, and I hadn't found the rule. Okay, cool. So my oops, my minor threshold is actually 14. So I'm gonna spend an armor slot and not take any damage from that.
Ooh, you shrug it off again.
I got a hard
Winona
shell.
can't hit you. Yeah, you do. She's like directly in front of you. You can see her. You can see her face through one of your
Through the hole,
your
yeah,
holes.
the head hole.
Get here! Come out! Come out! I want to hug you.
No, no. You stay away. You stay away.
Krios, what are you doing? We have 2 people on top of the deck. And
I am getting up on the deck. Gonna
How are you doing?
scramble up.
Fucking Winona. Can't
Please
leave
make an
alone
agility
for a
roll for me.
goddamn week.
But I would say you can do so with advantage because you have you have the first handhold of your halberd, so you can basically use this to climb a little bit higher, grab than the railing, and then you can unsheath or unplug the halberd.
Little dice ASMR. Ha ha ha. That will be 22 with hope.
There you go.
Plenty. Take the hope. You're upstairs. You make it real quick. You see that the ship just crashed. When you take in the scenery, what is currently happening, you will eye on the poop deck like one big shell that belongs to your captain who just retreated, and another big shelled lady who is trying to give it a big hug. And on the other side of the ship, you see that the 2 ships are close together, and some of your mates are actually jumping back on to the ship already. They have big kegs under their arms. Oh, we got it! Quick, bring it downstairs! They got the cannon powder that they got ordered to take back. What are you doing?
Eyes focus immediately on Winona, just full tunnel vision, like the Predator red goes on in the corners, and I just barrel straight forward, the lady attacking my captain.
Please, you can do so. She is not too far away. You can do this. Or stay
right.
in your turn.
Then, in that case, I'm going to just... I'm not yelling immediately because I'm waiting so she can't prepare herself, and then I just yell, Captain! And then I'm going to ask if I can do a tag team roll with Captain Nico de Gallo, because I have 3 hope to spend.
Ooh,
Awesome.
okay.
Do it. We love tag team rolls.
You know what? I'm going to... I've always wondered this. If I'm in a tag team role, can I spend a hope to give advantage to the other, like to use the help an ally during my tag team role to help the other person too?
Fair point. What does Mike say about this?
I think this is a time to refer to the part of Daggerheart that talks about rulings over rules. And so I would throw that back to you, Azu. In this circumstance, does it make sense to be able to
It depends.
assist
How
each
do you
other?
want to do this?
Yeah, I was gonna say before we have them make the judgment, I was like, let me pitch it, okay?
Exactly.
I have
Pitch
a
me.
whip, and I can spend a stress as soon as I hear that them make their battle cry, right? I'm gonna spend a stress. I'm gonna crack my whip, and then it uses it pushes all enemies back to it staggers them, right? It staggers them. So it pushes all enemies back to close range. Is it close range? Yeah, close range.
Oh, yeah.
So it freaks her out, and she steps back, and that's me also spending my hope to kind of disorient her for a second, right? So she's like on her back foot a little bit. So does that make sense?
It does make sense. Please do so.
Okay.
Please do the tag team roll with advantage.
So yes, you.
Although the question remains: is only one getting the advantage or both?
Well, only them
This is also
because
up to
we
me?
each roll separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by the way, when you help an ally, they can spend a hope to add one of your experiences to their roll alongside their advantage die. Do you have an additional hope left over, Monk?
I do. I have 1 left.
You want to burn that 4th hope to give yourself another +2 to your roll, using my
Heck
crew
yeah.
before care experience? Because you're jumping into
All right.
battle and you don't care about it. You're trying to save the crew. You know, your crew. So you have a +2
Amazing.
and the D6, and also it says when making a tag team roll, I can roll a D20 as my hope die.
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm so fucking good at what I do.
Ooh, that's probably a good thing then. Because I rolled low.
Azu, I just want you to know That
You
we
did it again?
rolled, We rolled freakishly high with hope. And I'm just going to let you know, Monk, if you'd like to take, what does this amount to? Would you like to take a 29 with hope, Monk?
Yeah, like, I think I might have hit regardless, but I'll take a 29 for the posterity.
29 with hope. Barely hits, but you managed to hit. Yes.
Also, I would like to, so as we're going up, actually, I'll let Nico go first because of something that I'm about to do.
Wait, I made a mistake. I'm in my shell, so my next action has, or my action has disadvantage until I come out. Well, I can say that I came out of my shell, right? Does that work?
I think
Yes.
you can also roll a d6, be it to lower your 29. It's still going to be way too much. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I did. I went ahead for. I wanted to be a good sport, and I rolled it. I rolled a 1, so that's a 28 with hope. Does that change anything?
There you go. I mean,
No.
unless Winona has a
Go ahead.
23
Narrate.
difficulties, it's fine.
Narrate your tactic move, please.
Yeah. What were you thinking, Monk? Because you initiated this. I want to hear what your vision was.
So, Krios runs up, she jumps up onto, like, the railing of the stairs that goes up to the quarterdeck, poop deck, and then when she gets to the top, she's gonna spring off and then just kind of swing down, almost like she's, like, hitting a hard drive on a golf course with the halberd, and is gonna try to I'm gonna use forceful push when I hit her to knock her off the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
I love that. I think that I'm gonna use myself popping out of the shell to kind of like also add to the push. You know, I like out of the shell and I smack her. And it's not even like with my weapon or something. It's just like a boom. But really, it's with my weapon because that would. Well, no. We follow the narrative, and I think like an unarmed strike is something like is it a D4 plus, or it's just like D4 plus 1, something like that. Could be wrong.
Nico, how about I pitch you do a pommel strike?
Ooh, I do a pommel strike because I forgot that it doesn't even matter because there's not bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. There is not that degree of granularity. I do physical damage with the pommel of my sword, and I. Boop. Okay, so that's going to be.
All right, so
And
2d10 plus a d6 from forceful push, and I'm adding the rally
Please roll
die
damage.
to the damage.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm also going to. Where is it? Ruthless Predator, which says I can mark a stress, which I will, to attack a target and do an I give myself extra proficiency. That's all. Where'd my extra D8 go? I'll just
Krios, while we're waiting for Nico to find his extra D8,
there.
can you
I
explain
did.
forceful push quickly? For the audience?
Yes, the forceful push, Valor card, level 1. Make an attack with your primary weapon against a target within melee range. On a success, you deal damage and knock them back to close range. On a success with hope, which we did, you add a d6 to your damage roll. Additionally, you can spend a hope, which I believe we've gained from
Yes,
the
you did.
tag team roll,
Yes.
to make them temporarily vulnerable.
Yeah.
I can tell you already, don't spend a hope.
Oh. Okay.
Nico, what do we get from you?
Okay, so that is going to be. By the way, just quick correction. You said while we wait for him, it is them. All right, so
Oh.
I rolled a 1 plus 5
Just drink.
is 6, and 6. Okay, 6 plus 8 is going to be 14. And I could spend a hope to add more to cause them to mark a stress too, but you said not to, so I feel like we've sorted this issue out. But if we haven't sorted this
Let's
issue
see.
out, I can really make
Chris.
sure that things are okay.
Krios, how does it look from your side, damage-wise?
23 physical damage.
23 and 14 from you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 37.
Oh, wait. Plus 2, because I forgot the... or plus 3, sorry. Plus 3, so 37.
39?
Or
40.
Yeah.
40, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, that is plenty. That is so severe damage. This is enough to knock her out. And I can only imagine, like, this forceful push, it only goes to close range, which would not nearly be enough to push her off the railing, but since you have this amazing tag team move, you with your pummel strike first, and then the forceful push, so she was already in a falling movement towards the back, so she was already off balance, and then you came with a forceful push. How does it look like? Do you tackle her, or do you just like pick her off with your halberd and just like throw her away? How does it look?
Kind of come at, like, jump and then, like, swing down and, like, catch her, and following the momentum, just knock her. If it's not knocking her off the ship, I want her going down the stairs onto the main deck.
And just... You are knocking her off the ship. There's so much force in this. I can only assume that... Yes, why not? I can only assume when Aspen came up in their little whirlwind thingy, that there was some kind of gust going on, and you take more movement, more momentum from a gust in this moment where you push it off, that you have so much force that it's basically like a Team Rocket thing. She is hitting her first mate, who's like, oh shit, in his face. Boom! They are hitting right back behind the poop deck, and you don't know where this momentum is coming from. They're just flying off into the distance, into the horizon, until you can barely see like a little bling of a star. They are gone. At the same time, Garamond, you're like,
yes.
You've seen this awesome moment on the. You're standing on the deck. You basically made yourself. You stood up again, like stupid stairs, and you see that the remaining sailors from the enemy ship are coming over. Like, not the pirates, but not your crew, but the sailors, your friends here. They came over. They managed all of the job on the enemy ship. The enemy ship, they are scrambling massively. No one apparently is on the wheel. No one is taking care of the sails, and they are slowly falling behind you while you are just making your way further. You have finished, and you are victorious in this
and don't forget,
scrambly sea battle.
Don't forget
yes.
that as they're like all deboarding the other ship and then hopping back onto their ship, they're rolling gunpowder barrels off of there.
Yes.
I take good notes of the powder barrel when they roll by me, and just add a few ticks to my tally. The other ship doesn't have any captain anymore. It's not
somewhere in the horizon now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to go. They have to go deal with that. They have to go find their captain.
Yeah, they're eventually going to get there. So, there's a new leader on the other side.
Oh my god!
And I want to meet him. Then, or she. You did not really describe that Katari. I'm hopping on the other ship, leaving that ship behind me, and I'm just looking around. There's someone I could meet.
No one takes care of you currently because they're all scrambling around. And you're
I guess
like,
some of the mates here are just trying to prevent more powder to get exported out.
They're actually like looking, oh my god, Captain just flew off the ship! Turn around, quick! And then there are like three sailors that are rushing towards the wheel of their ship.
Hey,
and like,
sir.
Turn it left, turn it right.
Up, sir. Come here. Look at me.
Who are you?
It's none of your business.
Is this an enemy?
No, I'm not your enemy, of course. There is a very fine-looking Katari on board, and I would like to meet them to exchange a few little words before you get busy with your captain.
The Katari just flew off with our captain. We have to grab them.
Oh, come on. You want your captain? That's it? You want your captain? All right. I just push them away.
Just to make sure you're on the same page, when we hit them and we blasted them away, they flew back and hit the Qatari that you're looking for, and then they both, as a couple, flew off into the distance.
Yes.
Okay. As a couple, well, thank you.
We saw you from across the sea. We liked your vibe.
I will go to the other ship, and I actually go to the crew of that ship. It's probably just on the railing, trying to find a solution to reach for their captain and additional Qatari.
I would say in this moment, you're realizing that both of your ships. So you're currently on the pirate ship, right? Not on your main ship?
Yeah.
But they're drifting apart. So if you're not quick,
It's
you're not
fine.
you're losing
They're
them.
surely going to turn around. They cannot do anything if I'm not on board. I'm the financer. They have to come and reach me.
Fine by me.
Smash
Fine
cut.
by me.
We really could just leave him behind this time.
I see.
We could
Hearing
just
All of
that,
you.
friends.
Or, Captain, how do you feel about a promotion to Commodore?
Nice.
I am going to go back
Awesome.
to the back of that pirate ship, and I'm going to see that.
Commodore, sorry, is Commodore a promotion for me or a promotion for you?
Commodore would be commander of multiple ships.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you want to fleet? Awesome.
I'm suggesting that we take that ship. Maybe Garamond is in charge of that ship. Maybe it's somebody else. But then you would be in charge of the ships combined.
please don't make me handle the ship. It's not going to be very
Whether
counterproductive.
you're, I would say, whether you're getting now a second ship or not, we will definitely find this out after the break. Let's have a quick break, everyone. 15 minutes break. Don't go anywhere. Oh, okay. Go take a bio break. Grab more water. I will definitely make some mistakes that you can drink on. See you in 15 minutes back. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're still here, or you just came back from your bio break, or whatever you did in your break. It's up to you. It's your break. But we are back. We are the Dice Rolleth, and you're watching the first part of a second part series called Dead Leaves Tell No Tales. We are just right after a really hardcore battle with an enemy rivaling pirate crew, and you all did your best to defend your ship, right? How are you feeling right now after this battle? Currently, what is going on? Just the enemy captain and their mate just flew off into the distance. You forceful pushed them so hard into the horizon. Also, our fellow Qatari bard jumped onto the enemy ship to try to seize the ship, right? Or whatever is happening right there. We don't know yet. But let's have a little montage, shall we? I know we just, in our break, we said that montage is really confusing for French people, but it's the American montage. Let's quickly narrate what was happening right after the battle, everyone. Let's start with Nico.
I'm gonna say that I'm looking at my crew and I'm trying to make sure that everybody is okay, because I deeply care about my crew. They are the reason I am where I am today. And so I'm running around and I'm going to check on them, and I'm going to check on them, and I'm going to check on them, because I have not given any of them gender until we decide who the hell they are. And I'm working amongst the people. Like, I am one of you, but I'm better. But I act like I'm not. I don't know these, because I'm so humble.
You see victorious faces. Some of them are still holding the stolen powder kegs under their arms, like, yeah, we did it, Captain! Woo!
Indeed. This will keep her out of our hair for at least a little while. And then I look over my shoulder to my first mate, Krios, and I say, Krios, you must know you are excellent, as always.
And I was off deck for a couple minutes and you only look slightly fucked up. So good for you. And I would like to flavor that as the most, backhanded a soldier's bond possible.
Oh, I love it.
So we both gained 3 hope.
It. We're just a couple of guys messing around. I think neither of us are actually guys. We're just a couple of guys messing around. Okay, yeah, Soldier's Bond. So what is...
Can you quickly explain what Soldier's Bond does?
Level 2 Blade Domain card. Soldier's Bond. Once per long rest, when you compliment someone or ask them about something they're good at, you can both gain 3 hope.
There you go.
Awesome.
3 hope.
And that's where you get your hope back after this awesome tag team move. Aspen, what are you up?
So
right after the battle.
At the last we saw Aspen, they were kind of flying up above the deck. So I think we see them still flying, and what they're doing is kind of maneuvering to exactly the right edges and angles to do what they were trying to do at the beginning, put a bit of extra wind in the sails so that we can make up the lost time from the battle and from probably having to slow down and do some repairs. And maybe we go from there to them kind of sitting on one of the kind of the cross beams for the sails and kind of looking over across the water toward where Garamond is on the other ship.
Perfect timing, Garamond.
Meanwhile,
how's it looking for you?
I will part the crew on the other side and see that they are floating away like in very long distance. I already see that the rest of the crew is maneuvering to try and turn the ship around. They are done. I see that on the deck, only a few of their barrels are still there. And all right, good mates. You will actually give me one last service, please. And I will write down with my nice smelling ink. I perfume my ink in advance so that it's easier by just spraying perfume everywhere. It's just prepped on the side, so I use that one nice smelling ink, and I will write A flash of your fur got mine upright. You will find me in time when your wetness subsides. Ton obligé, Garamund de la Haute. And I leave that to the crew. And I find some barrel that is laying around, probably what's left of maybe a food and fruit barrels. I will take the barrel for whoever is using that, throw it in the air, and then I will use a canister of Levitation Extraordinaire from Enela Witches, Proud Caster and Bitches. And I will cast Levitation on that barrel that I grab, and I can just use that barrel to slowly float me back to the ship. I levitate it, but I hold it, so I can fly. Look at me.
This is my favorite flavoring.
Awesome.
I love it so much.
This is amazing. So you basically you gave it a bit momentum while
I mean,
I
can control while it levitates, but I also hold it, so wherever it goes, I go. It is a very, it's a cheap trick to fly, but it's just I need an object to make fly, and I can hold it.
Does the job?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome.
I could technically levitate myself, but it's funnier to just
Awesome. It's amazing. You're making a really good show out of this and saying goodbye to these people while you're flowing. I would say
Au revoir,
you're
mes
not
amis.
quick enough to what you don't realize that you're not quick enough with the levitation to catch up to the ship. But
come on.
Aspen is seeing this. Aspen, you've seen the whole shebang.
Captain, it looks like our financier is falling behind a little bit, so we might want to go and pick up our checkbook.
Did he not get the... you know what? Oh, okay. Let's just turn it around. And I direct them to turn the ship around just enough so that they can catch up. We just do a little circle, a cute little circle. And then I say, Aspen, would you mind scooting things along with your wind?
Yeah, right. And so they'll settle back down to the deck, and once we've turned, kind of give it a push to get back, so that Garamond can catch up faster.
Whoa, too much
No
wind.
needed, unless you want to tell me that you... Do you want to take your time, or do you want to do it quickly?
I don't know that we need to dwell on a roll here, unless you think that there's an interesting consequence available.
Well, yeah. Sure. That's why I ask whether you want to do it quickly or take your time. But yeah, you can take your time and let your financier hanging a bit. Let them think about their choices. But yeah, eventually you will catch up to it, and Garamond will levitate directly on top of the ship. Or how do you want to land?
I slowly lower my levitation, and I grab the barrel when I'm on the deck, and I just lower it down. A little bit more food for the bellies and for my heart. That was
And now you're
amazing.
a proper pirate.
I am? Woo!
You
Because
just,
I stole
you
that.
just stole from... Yes! Good job!
Yes!
Oh God! No!
I
Aspen,
knew I
Aspen,
had
no,
my-
Please don't encourage them. Don't encourage them.
I knew
No,
I
encourage
had
him. Maybe he'll be
room
useful
in
around
this
here.
amazing crew. What is my rank? Nico, what is my rank now?
You are a private officer, a private part. You're partially a private. Yes, you're a private part. Yes, this is what we will call you.
Am I the most beautiful private part then?
And I go, oh, what was that? And I walk away.
Good
I think
improv
you
technique.
walk away. You want to inspect. You want to
Yeah,
inspect the
I look
repair
at
work that is
like a
happening
rope,
down there.
just like a random rope that's just like going along the edge, and I go,
Oh no, rope!
I go, okay, is this like hempen rope or something? Is this? I wonder what they use to make the threading here. It's so curious.
Dear crew, who do you think is your navigator here? And do you think they could have remained in lookout to see where you're sailing during this whole Bad.
Oh crap! I forgot to navigate. We were going in that direction, right? We're still going generally in the. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my compass that seems to be broken, because I am the Wayfinder Ranger, and actually this is my job. So I'm looking at my compass, and okay, it looks like not.
What does it show you?
Like I am absolutely, definitely lost. But that is what it wants me to think. You see, it is so much more complicated than that. And
That's what you communicate to. Yeah.
Go ahead. No,
ahead.
you go first. You go first.
No, please, you. I don't want to shut you down.
I was going to.
You wanted to use a feature, I see.
Let's see. I think it's Wayfinder. No. Traveling a place to previously visited. No.
Mm-hmm.
Gifted Tracker. That's a creature or a specific group of creatures. Do I have anything as a ranger that lets me just like find my way other than?
Instinct.
Say that again. Yeah, I think it's instinct.
Yep.
First, tell me, what actually was the reason you are on the high seas? Perhaps you can indulge the audience a bit. Give them a bit of the juice.
I look over to the Qatari, and I say, actually, here's a question.
Ooh.
When you went on this rumor, right? Like a lot of times people, they need some kind of proof before they send an expedition out or blackmail a bunch of pirates, right? Or put you on a boat to be with them, right? So do you have even like a shred of physical evidence about this magical tea that you have told us you know exists or have heard exists, and we're on this expedition to find it? Do you have even the shred, like the tiny shred of physical evidence?
Flashback then?
Flashback then. GM?
Go ahead.
Flashback then?
Yes, of course. I love flashbacks.
You did it.
The universal.
Thank you, Monk.
Garaman, set the scene for us.
I'm behind a book with the ink that is glowing, and it is just bathing your face with blue magical light, and you see how the book. It is an illusion book, so all of the pages are animated, and we basically open in 3D in all hologram in front of you, and you see an island with waving trees in the wind. The water is blasting sea foam all the way, and it zooms into a clearing where you can see large bushes with tiny points on each of the branches where the leaves are all small and new, that they're all shining with a silvery powder that just cast in the wind. Beautiful tea, wild tea bushes. And it stops and just starts to blurt out a few text. It's an advertisement that pops up. You just wipe it away. and I just, this is a magical tea that is being taught in legends. I have found a reference to that. We think we can make a fortune if we can find just one of those wonderful tea bushes.
And I'm
And
like
you,
shaking my
friend?
head. And I go, no. Because I know with these augmented illusions, you can't trust anything from AI.
Oh, no, it is not AI.
What
Look,
is this
look,
slop?
it is handmade. Look, it is from Procton. And Procton never does AI. It's a wonderful book that is handmade by artists. It is wonderful, and we can trust what artists are making. We cannot trust whatever AI is doing. It's just, this is Procton. It is a good author. I have all of my collections
have-
of illusion books.
Do
Yes,
you
go
have
ahead.
even a single leaf or physical reality that I can know?
Now, you
of?
see, that's the problem, is that we have other leaves. I can interest you in wonderful green teas if you want. I have one with little petals of rose. It is amazing. I don't have any of that tea, but it is exactly the reasons why my family wants to invest in, well, me mostly, but you as well, to help us find that tea, because we are losing a little of a hedge on the negotiation tables for all of the teas of the world, and we could just get one of those, because when look, you can show it again. You see how the the sea at that time. It's a very small island with a lot of waves, and it's very dangerous. A lot of reef, and they say there are monsters, and it's why nobody goes there, because it's a bit foolish to just go there for just a few teas. But you know what they say about foolish people?
So then, wait, how do you even know where it is that we are going? I can't send my crew to some wild goose chase where they could all die because of some made-up thing, and we don't even know. We would just be, aimlessly sailing the high seas?
I will give you that it doesn't absolutely say what it is. But you know, since we have explored the whole world, and we just have to go where nobody went, and we'll find it.
The whole world? Or are you sure, Yvek, that the whole world has been explored? No, I can tell you no, because there's a small blob of uncharted land that no one has been to there for whatever reason. So there's an empty hole in your map.
I'm going
Could be
to
interesting.
metagame for just a second here.
Please.
Game on the game.
Okay. I am going to outright, when you can't communicate something through in character, sometimes you just have to break the immersion and beg another player to give you something you can fucking go on, which is I have a feature called Path Forward. When you're traveling to a place you previously visited or carry an object that has been at that location before, you can identify the shortest, most direct path to your destination. That's why I'm like, if you have even just a shred of physical evidence that I could use to use this ability so we know where the fuck we are going.
Just a moment. I'll be right back. And I disappeared and reappeared with a cloth, and I'm looking about. Come here. And I'm just unfolding, and there's just a twig. Like a small twig.
And you say this twig is from the place that we need to go. And I take this twig and I look at it very, very closely. And I say, and I think about what I told you, which is I just need the tiniest little bit of physical evidence to believe you. And I look at you, and I'm trying to size you up, but you're hard to read. But you also, there's a desperation on you. And I've seen people literally die, so I know what a desperate face looks like. And I say, all right, this is enough. And I put it in my coat pocket. And I go ahead and I go to address. I leave the room to address the rest of or to go address my crew, which I imagine we're in the back room of a tavern or something, And so I say, this is enough. And I turn around and I say, you hear the last thing you hear before the flashback ends is, crew, we have a bit of a long journey before us. And then, with consent from everybody, to cut back to why our current moment, because I just realized I just fucking decided that the flashback was over, and I'm sorry, sexy man. If there's anything else you wanted to do in the flashback, please.
I can go hours with those. Stop me, please.
GM habits die hard too. That's why I also have to keep a rein on myself. So okay, cool. As long as everyone's cool with it, yeah. So, and then take it away. Whatever was. Oh, right. So then I go. Oh yes, this is my job, and I have a seemingly broken compass. But what's inside of the broken compass is a tiny twig.
Nice.
And it's actually.
Please make a roll to see if you can still make up where to go.
And so here's the thing. As part of it, when you're traveling to a place, so if I carry the object, I simply can identify the correct direction to go in.
Awesome. What you then realize is that you're way off course. For some reason, you're really off course.
Mierda. We are, I look over at Krios. We are way off course.
I turn to Aspen. We're way off course. Can you do something about that?
All right, and Aspen kind of raises their arms and says, all right, everybody, we're going to make a bit of a course adjustment. I know we can all do it, and the first thing you're going to do is hold on to something. right? And then like a big wind picks up, and like maybe somebody spins the wheel, and the kind of the jib turns, and we pull back to like a like a wide shot as the ship kind of turns. And this would be a great prompt to shift to traveling by map, but I don't know what the vibe is for the rest of the session, so I'm just going to throw it out to somebody else.
We zoom out. There's like a cartoony drawing of like a map on the sea, and it's traveling
Yes.
with
Oh, I
dotted
love
lines,
that.
going
I
in a
love
couple
that.
Right.
loops.
Well,
If
we
could
get
sucker our editor into just cutting to this little map with a little dotted line animation and stuff.
Yeah, the game is warning you that
Yeah.
now you have unlocked fast travel.
Were you saying something, Mike?
And
if we were truly cartoony, we would cut to map and we'd see the ship and we'd be going, "Arr!" and then like turn around and go a different direction.
Wait, handbrake. You know the handbrake
that's
on ships.
precisely what is happening.
Yeah.
That's great.
Basically, the camera is zooming out. It is flying into the air. You can see a top view of the ship that is getting smaller and smaller until it becomes a map view of it. And as Krios is saying, Aspen, please help us with a course correction. Then you see that like the ship is braking, turning around, going the exact opposite direction, and then what you just described really quickly. But what you don't see, because only the people on the map can see, is that there's a big hole in this map that is approaching quickly. You're coming closer and closer to the hole until you vanish inside the hole. Spot back, camera is back on you. You are just course corrected, and for a couple of hours, the sun is getting low now. You've, sailed into hopefully the right direction that your dear captain with his little twig showed you the way to. And I would say all the people that are spellcasters, which I think Aspen and Garamond would feel this shift the first people on the deck. What is happening? I assume in my mind, Aspen, correct me if I'm wrong, you're still like pushing wind into the sails.
Yeah,
and like this.
I feel like it would be really tiring to try to do that all day. So
true.
Maybe what they do is, right, they'll get the wind going, or they'll try to adjust the wind, which is maybe less work. But then there's definitely going to be times when you're like putting on the gas, and if adding wind magically is the gas, right, then I think that's kind of their relationship, so that it's not just 8 hours standing like this.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. It was more like 2 hours, but not 8. But yeah, I get the gist. Of course, it's probably really hard. Whatever you did to the wind, you feel it the first, because the wind is changing. It is picking up. And it is picking up in a way that normally wind comes just from one direction, right? Unless it is just shifting in a moment, then it comes from another direction. But now you feel like there's some kind of twist going on, like a forming whirlwind, a tornado even. But it's not as strong yet so that all the others can perceive this. Garamond, you have a feeling that you've just passed through a thin veil of something. It is just it pushed onto your chest, and there's just like a slight shift in the magic in the air. While the rest is just looking on a sea that is just over the hours, it became a bit more rough. Waves got a bit stronger. Nothing to worry about.
I go to seek
Garamond,
Aspen.
did you feel that? It was like a popping, but the other way?
Yeah. What do your halfling eyes see?
I mean, for me, magic, it's less a thing that I see and more like feeling like it's touch or pressure. And from here, I want to pitch, right, that we kind of pull out the scene a little bit to Garamond and Aspen trying to like talk through what's going on to try to see if our combined magical knowledge might be able to give some kind of explanation. If you're cool with that,
yes.
Sexy Man.
Yeah. Cut with a pile of books landing on the deck, and we just stay in probably just crisscross or lotus position. Start to push the book like, what was that? Like when I look through my pages, it's not necessarily. I'm not exactly the expert. I think you're better at, feeling the vibe of it. Do you have any idea what type of magic it is? I have a book on. I have a lot of illusions and magician tricks, and making some coin disappear. I'd rather keep the coin, but see what I mean. Do you have any idea what it is?
Yeah. So I want to pitch a tag team role as we do this analysis.
Yes.
So we see another set of these kind of magic tattoos, kind of flare like they're a fuse burning, and I'm going to use my class feature of channel raw power and vault a level 2 domain card to gain 2 hope, which takes me up to 5, and then I spend 3 on the tag team roll.
Oh,
Nice.
could you just ask me and spend one of my
So
4
generous.
hopes that is already available? But it's wonderful. Showcasing the sorcerer. Wonderful.
Azu, would this be knowledge, instinct, or do you think it's something else?
You decide. Whatever you want to use.
I would
would
go
say
knowledge.
Knowledge or instinct sound really good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I started with
if I
putting books on the floor, so yeah, knowledge for me.
Yeah, I'd love to pitch that Aspen is using instinct and Garamond is using knowledge, so they're kind of coming at it from different directions, if that's cool.
Love that.
Okay, then
Please do so.
yeah, shall we roll?
Yes, go ahead.
Let the dice rolleth.
Oh, yes!
See, that's why I loved the name so much. It is a catch, just a thing you can say. The dice rolleth. And what did the dice rolleth? I wonder.
I do wonder as well, but I can read that it is 15 on my side with hope.
Okay, so I have an 18, but it's with fear.
Ah,
So
that's
the question
perfect
is-
choice to make.
Do we want
We've tagged
What
it.
do you take?
a safer lower result or a higher result that will automatically give Azu a move? I, as a often GM, would be inclined toward taking the probable success with fear. What do you feel like?
I mean, it was ominous already to have them. We feel that and nobody else can feel it. So, I mean, it sounds like fear, and also I like big numbers. Let's go with 18
So I
with
think
fear.
we're going to take the 18 with fear.
I like big numbers. Amazing. You're taking the 18 with fear.
Put me
18
on
is
that.
enough, I can already tell you this. And I got a fear. All right, so you put your heads together. You try to figure out what this is. All the while, the winds are slowly picking up. But what you are reading up on, you're feeling, you're looking at unknown and mysterious effects of like the high seas. You know that there can be huge storms coming out of nothing, just like tsunami waves that, for whatever reason, that got caused, that can sink ships. So you're sticking your heads into it. Also, since you are so attuned to magic, you know a couple of these really dangerous arcane storms that will produce a large tempest, which have not been seen in recent years in the seas that you have gathered or traveled in. But you certainly have known about this, and the signs are getting thicker and thicker. So you do expect that there might be a arcane tempest heading your way, coming real quick. You know that the first burst of wind can come out of nowhere, and you, Aspen, will realize it the first. And because the both of you, you rolled so well on your knowledge roll, you have barely time to tell Garamond to brace themselves, but the others don't have that, because now the sea is erupting. Huge waves are clashing onto your hull, and the first blast of wind is blasting over the deck. I ask Nico and Krios to make a strength or agility reaction roll
Strength.
to see if you can hold on onto something. The others, you don't have to do this because you braced for this, right?
However,
So mine's going to be.
since I saw it coming, might I help? I guess Krios and spend a hope to maybe try to help them if they need so. I mean, I have to do it before, so I help them if I am able to.
I would say, just tell me, how would you help them?
I see that happening, and I turn around and see captain and first mate just doing their job or probably discussing something about the crew. And when not even time, I start to run and shout, "Careful! The waves!" And I slide to try and grab, because I'm not going with my weight. I'm not going to do anything to stabilize the big ass Gayapa of Nico de Gallo. I might have a chance at stabilizing a goblin with my weight, and also I owe Chaos a big one because she keeps on saving me, and so maybe one time, not necessarily like saving her life, but one time I might help him.
Of course. Go ahead, Krios, you can do it with advantage.
And I'm also going to...
What did you get?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, you tell me what you want to add.
I'd like to use my experience naval captain. I feel like I would see I recognize the signs of a storm brewing, so I'd like to spend a hope and add a +2 to my roll.
Of course, go ahead. What did you all roll?
Rolled a 17 with hope.
17 with hope.
Yes.
It's a success.
It's a reaction roll. I rolled a 19.
Oh, it's
right.
reaction, yeah, 17. 19 is also fine. So, Garamond is basically jumping onto top of you and stabilizing your, the two of you. And our naval captain is... How do you... Is it an instinct that you always, brace yourself, or how can
Yeah, and I think also... So, I didn't want to mention this before, especially because, we were very much giving our, very casters that spotlight. But the Ranger is actually a spellcasting class. And by coincidence, I'm looking through all my cards, and not a single domain ability domain card I picked is actually a spell card.
Yeah.
So I think that I have
Often happens,
I have that inclination deeper in me, and I'd like to flavor it as that feeling of when you are so in tune with something, it almost is supernatural, right? And this is a world where the supernatural really does exist, so it is supernatural to a certain extent. But yes, so I start to feel like something's off, and then it's I look up maybe just at the right moment to see the way that they're bracing themselves, and then that's what makes me grab onto a mast or something, some kind of item or wall or whatever to brace myself.
And with a immaterial hand made of wind that is sweeping over the deck of your ship, picking up sailors here and there, but not you. You're bracing and you got helped. People are falling over, screaming. There's this huge wind. Some of them is nearly getting overboard, but another mate can hold them before they fall down. And Garamond and Espen, since you roll so well, you are the ones to immediately see that the clouds are shimmering with yellow pinkish hue. A huge twisting clouds are forming above you, as if this tempest, this huge storm, has just waited for you, or waited for something to enter its location, its territory. And Espen, what you also have read in, or what you remembered from your books, is that these tempests are also most of the times accompanied by large enchanted sea creatures that might help the tempest. If the wind can't do the job, then perhaps a bit help of a large creature could do the rest for them. And while you're having this thought, out of the waters, tentacles are erupting. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know we're in a pirate story. Sorry, Kraken is really stereotypical, but I don't care. We're having a Kraken fight right now. Whoosh, whoosh, tentacle coming up. But only the tentacles. For now, they are coming out and just looking for its prey. One of them is sliding around your hull. You hear these of a million suckers along the hull trying to grab hold. But chaos is erupting. The sailors that got flown away, that they fell down, they're seeing this. Oh my god, creatures! Kraken, we're getting attacked! Captain! What are you all gonna do?
Did you like how I
Krios.
acted out the tentacles, like coming at the point of view of the tentacles as I'm like, oh.
Chaos, I think we have to revert to our previous roles. You have to protect me.
Yeah, just kind of get off. Just kind of ripped you off. Like slightly tsundere fashion. It's like I didn't need your help, but just kind of like looking up so high, she's kind of tilting backwards, like shit.
One question.
Pack
Chaos,
cannons.
actually.
Throw lines for anyone who flew overboard. Prepare to die, I guess.
No,
A
we
question
shall
for you,
not die
Chaos.
today. No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sixty Man.
Sorry, Devin, but is Krios missing or marked stress or hit point yet?
Just one stress.
Okay. I will let you push me back, and I say, Krios, you are our hope. Okay? It's not just about me. You're more than you think you are, okay? You can do wonders even against that thing. And I will use inspirational words, English complex, to allow you to clear one stress. Can do it again a few times.
Nice. Krios doesn't entirely know what to do with that because she's used to just doing her thing without compliments. It's just kind of like, okay, yep. Is just gonna tear at the first tentacle, weapon out. Got it.
You know, as you're looking for the first tentacle, one of the tentacles is actually getting closer to the ship. It was the one that already like touched the ship with its suckers, right? This one is like swinging around and now just trying to coming closer and closer and closer, and is about to hit something on the ship. And you want to pack it?
Yes.
Pike away.
All right. Yeah. I would like to, as it like comes rearing in, I'm just gonna jump up on the railing and wait for it, and then swing as it's coming in. And I would like to spend a hope to use my experience. Never go quietly.
Awesome. Do that.
Yeah, I guess the Kraken doesn't have kneecaps. That wouldn't work.
So that's +2. That's another 3. Is 24 with fear.
Oh, you're rolling good. 24 with fear. That hits. Roll your damage.
2d10 plus 5. 13 points of physical damage.
13. That will be minor damage for the Kraken. You're piking your halberd. Is this the right word? Piking or slashing or whatever. You're just hitting the Kraken tentacle with your halberd, and one of the suckers is getting very bloody now. Where you're hitting, a splash of blood is coming out, and you see the sucker like trying to retract. But since you rolled with fear, I'm going to make a move. As I said, the tentacle is really. Do you have something to interrupt me?
Oh, I was just going to, just like, oh, that, what a shame. Carry on, please.
Sadly, yeah. The tentacle was really high, right? So, and the top part, you hit it basically halfway through. The top part is leaning down, and there was just a really nice friend who just inspired you, right? But this friend is now finding itself with some tentacle around its waist. Let's see. It's trying to pick you up. I'm going to make a attack roll against you.
Oh.
Yes, I have a 18.
18?
I'm going to pick you up.
Okay, let me check my
I'm going
evasion.
to mark a stress.
Actually, that
Yeah,
hits.
It's definitely.
Just hits.
Is Garamund within?
I'm going to pick you up.
Is Garamund within very close range? Oh well,
Yeah, sure.
First, I would have to ask:
although very close.
is
very close? Yes.
is this inflicting damage?
Yes.
Okay, but I would like to use I am your shield if it's.
Not right now.
Not
Okay,
right
then
now.
I cannot do
But
that.
you can still do I am your shield, and if you want, you can still do I am your shield and jump in front of it, because he would get picked up.
All right,
Yeah.
Doing my goddamn
By
job.
the way, Okay. Go ahead. You're jumping in with Amy Shield?
Yep. I'll get
All right.
grabbed.
So you're pushing him aside, I guess, and the tentacle is going around you.
I must.
18 still hits your evasion. I mean,
Yeah.
your evasion is even lower, right?
It's twice my evasion. But for those watching at
All
home,
right. So the
normally this would.
Oh, yeah.
Government would have to take damage for me to use this card, but the DM is being very nice and letting me do it anyway.
It's just nice. It's just beautiful, right? I love the idea of you pushing him aside and like, take me instead.
Yeah, because I feel like the spirit of that ability is like sacrificing yourself for others, and it's like
Yes,
getting hurt,
exactly.
like taking damage is not always like the only way one could be in a pickle that one might sacrifice themselves to help them with.
Yeah. All right. So before I narrate what is happening to you, Krios, I must say to all the viewers, the Kraken is a adversary from the main from the core rulebook, and we have a designer from Daggerheart here who designed a lot of these. Mike, is this one of your babies? Can you tell?
The thing I'm going to say is that figuring out how to accurately, and by accurately I mean dramatically, convey the various threats of a Kraken was a fun challenge, because tentacle-based creatures, like, okay, is each tentacle going to make an attack? Daggerheart is not so much like a multi-attack kind of game, so there's the question of what kinds of threats would we want to create for this. I do seem to remember that there's a feature that means we probably don't want to fall into the water. And
Yes.
we may be expecting that the Kraken is going to do some damage to the ship. I'm very sorry, Captain. We may have to do some repairs after this. I'm just going to apologize on behalf of my former self contributing to the adversary design here.
Okay, so I know that I've been doing like sort of a Spanish Armada captain accent, so I don't know if the language of my actual people is going to be like historically accurate, but it's a fantasy world, so who cares? Pinche Kraken.
Whatever that meant. Awesome. Let me continue narrating, if you're fine. Do you want to add something to it? No. Okay.
I want to know what.
Sorry.
I want to have Nico explain what that comment meant.
Oh yeah, please.
Oh, pinche is how I know Mexican, but I don't know other dialects of Spanish, but it's how we say fucking. So it's like fucking Kraken.
Cool. Awesome.
Nice.
By the way, if you live in Los Angeles
Great.
and you've heard of a taco place called Pinches Tacos,
Pinches Tacos?
I laughed so hard when I first saw that restaurant, because there's just a bunch of gringos who are like walking around like, oh look, let's go to Pinches Tacos, and I have no idea what they're saying. But anyway, carry on.
Awesome. So, Krios is pushing Garamond aside. The tentacle is closing around Krios' body. And actually, it is picking up, and with very quick speed, it is dragging Krios off the side and into the water. You don't see that, Krios. You're like submerged on the water. And what you're currently restrained and vulnerable until you break free with a successful strength roll, or your fellow friends do lots of damage to the Kraken. Let's see what happens first. This was my move. Back to you.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
I've
Yes.
genuinely forgotten. I think I used my measure twice, cut once. Orderborn? No, I didn't use my Orderborn thing. Did I? Did I use? Did I
If
use
you
my
had,
Orderborn
you
measure
haven't
twice,
said
cut
it.
Don't
once
remember.
thing?
I don't think so.
I have no
don't think so.
memory that you did.
Use
No,
it.
I think
Okay,
you
'cause I know-
got to roll a d20 for your hope die because of like a bone domain ability.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
I have been the reason I haven't tried to jump in and attack yet is because I wanted to embody one of the phrases that has been instilled in me upon my upbringing, which is for my Orderborn community: measure twice, cut once. So I've been watching what's happening, right? And this is like an enemy I've never fought before. So I'm trying to figure out like what is the most effective way to go at it. And I do want to attack it, but I also I want to know. I want you to maybe inform me a little bit as my GM. Help me flavor this. Let's do this collaboratively.
Oh, yes.
I'm like paying attention, and I'm trying to use my measure twice, cut once thing. Is there like a spot that I think is just a little bit more vulnerable or a little better for attacking? Is there something I've seen that might have caught my eye and I go, oh, I gotta try to hit that?
Oh yes, one of the other tentacles on the other side of the ship that is now getting closer. It already has a big wound. It's not bleeding anything, but it's an old wound mark, which like basically a big bullseye.
I see an old wound mark. It is basically a big bullseye. And I'm going to jump at it. And I'm going to roll my duality dice, and I'm going to try to attack it. And I am going to spend a hope to use my Ranger's focus as I attack it. And that's going to give me a on a normal success, deal the damage, and then temporarily make it my focus. And then I'm going to do, if I hit it, if I deal damage to them, they're going to have to mark a stress. And you know what? I'm going to mark another stress to add in my Ruthless Predator ability. So if I deal damage, I get to do another, I'll explain it later. Boop. All right. That's going to be an 18 with hope.
Nice.
That is plenty. Take the hope.
Okay.
And hit the thing.
So I do my thing. I turn around and I see the big bullseye, and I do my little anime teleportation thing without using death maneuvers, because mechanically I already used it. It's like a once per session rest thing. But anyway, I jump at it and I cut out the wound. Actually, it's a bullseye. I pierce right into the wound. And Ruthless Predator lets me add a +1 to my proficiency. Proficiency is the number of times you roll the damage dice. So normally I have a 2, which means I would roll 2d8. But I've done a thing where now I roll 3d8. And I rolled... I'm just doing this as I say it. Okay. That was a... Oh, and they mark a stress. Make sure they mark a stress for that bad boy.
Will do.
That's going to be 8. +2 is 10. +7 is 17. +3 is going to be 20 damage. 20 Ralph DiMaggio.
Nice. Oh God, even that.
Question. Was that severe damage for them?
Nope.
Damn. Okay.
Subtly.
That's all right. That's
I
okay.
can already tell. So for all the people who might have picked out their core rulebook and tried to follow along now, how much damage did they do? This is not the tier 4 Kraken, what it is in the book. That is a scaled down tier 2 Kraken, but still it wasn't major. I'm so sorry. Sorry, severe. It was major though.
Oh, and I'm gonna while I'm up there and I'm stabbing out of it, I'm gonna try to twist the blade and skin off a little piece of it.
Ooh, yes.
Kraken jerky
So
for
you've
later.
basically waited. You've basically waited for the perfect timing for when the arm would come back, and then you would attack it, and you did major damage to it. Indeed. Sadly, I can say this was the wrong tentacle, not the tentacle that Krios was held in. So I would say it didn't release it. It didn't release her, but still you did major damage to it, which is amazing. You rolled with hope, right? So
I did. Can my
this
hope be that little piece of Kraken jerky?
Okay, yes,
okay,
of course, I forgot
and
about
then
that. Of course, you basically like pick it out like a skewer and then take it out. Now you have a big Kraken meat on your.
And I look over at Aspen, who really quick before I address you, Aspen. Can you let me know physically like where you are in this situation?
I think Aspen would have been toward the back of the middle deck, right, where Garamond and Aspen had like some books piled up, right, and then Garamond rushed over to where you were, so I'm probably like a close range away from you.
Okay. So I yell over to Garamond and Aspen and I say, "Hey magicians, oh wait, that was the wrong accent. Hey magicians, do some magic. Make sparkles or something."
Please make sparkles.
I'm very happy to jump on that because I've got an idea. I'm going to spend a hope to use my Wanderborn Nomadic Pack, which says once per session I can spend a hope to reach into this pack and pull out a mundane item that's useful to your situation. work with the GM to figure out what item you take out. I want to have been carrying a bag of grape shot because I was spinning them on the deck to see how close to truly spherical each of them were.
Nice. Yes. Love it. Do it.
So I'm going to take that and then basically throw the bag up in the air and using my air magic kind of create a funnel where the grape shot come into the funnel and then they get shot out at the tentacle below Krios like it's a machine gun.
I love that.
Yes. Love that. Sick.
So then
Yes.
You can do so with advantage. I mean, if you're not getting advantage from your nomadic pack, then please do so with advantage.
it doesn't automatically apply advantage, but I think that's a great benefit here. Thank you.
Yes.
So I probably want to do this as a spellcast roll, if that's cool.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, yes, yes.
So,
Yeah, the nomadic pack, also known as the cheat pack.
so that is a 20 with fear.
Woohoo. Enough. I'm taking the fear though.
Okay. What
You're doing this.
What damage should I roll for this?
Oh, that is a fair question. I mean, you have your hand runes, right?
Yeah.
But you're also using it as like a shotgun shot. What is your normal roll that you do with your hand runes?
Hand runes damage is 2d10 plus 3.
2d10 plus 3. Then I would say add another 5. 2d10 plus 8. Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Yeah, it's about.
So that is
upping the
19.
Yeah.
19 damage?
19 physical damage. Sorry, magical damage.
19
Maybe this is physical, but up to you.
magical damage. Let's do it both. It's both. Physical and magical. Whatever. The Kraken is not resistant to anything. It's not 19 plus 19, it's just 19. Anyways, this is enough. Major damage to the tentacle that Krios was held in. Krios, you feel that the grip that pulled you down and you're like... I don't know how good you can hold your breath underwater. But you feel the tentacle is releasing and you can move again. You can scramble up and your head comes over the waterline. You are not vulnerable anymore, but as long as you're in the water, I would say... No, sorry, you're not restrained anymore, but as long as you're in the water, I would say you're vulnerable.
Makes sense.
All right, this was with fear, right? So I'm going to let one of the tentacles attack, and as long as fewer than 7 hit points are marked... Wait, more than 7 hit points are marked... Oh, wait. Let me read this again. Oh, God.
Yeah, it's fewer than 7. Basically, when it hasn't taken like 2/3 of its hit points.
True. So it can't attack like 2 targets, but rather just 1, which is fine. So who do we want to attack? Nico, you're standing there like a juicy target with shark jerky.
Yeah, I still
at
got,
your
I still
sword.
got, like, I'm still on that tentacle too. I still got like my sword in it.
That tentacle wants revenge. Because one of its tentacle friends is coming over and like trying to smack you in your face. I don't think that an 8 hits you. Am I right?
It almost doesn't come close. No.
Almost doesn't come close. But I will use another fear to make another move because the Tempest is still there. It's not only the Kraken that is doing stuff, but we also have a Tempest to deal with. And just an arcane lightning bolt is coming down onto your deck. And this is on a single target, and I would say this is going over to Garamond. Garamond, you're getting hit by an arcane lightning bolt. Please make an instinct or agility reaction roll for me
Well,
to feel the sparks before it hits you.
I would probably better choose that to be an agility roll, if only because more points in it, and I canonically like big numbers. How about a 12?
12 is not enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
You're getting hit with... Okay, 24 magic damage. The lightning bolt
24?
is hitting you.
Did you
directly.
remember to also lower the tier of the environment, right?
This is Tier 2 Grand Tempest environment.
Oh my god.
It is a homebrew environment, which I can't say can't say if this balancing is fine. But I'm running with this.
Well, since it's only 24, I will spend 1 armor to only take 2 HP. So I'm only at half life. It's
Fine
fine.
enough.
Everything is fine.
All right. You know, the Kraken has Relentless, so I'm going to use another fear
There
to
we go.
spotlight the Kraken again. And the Kraken, the one tentacle that just got hit with this buster shot, I would say, is really upset that it lost its prey. So let's see if it can find its prey again. It's going to attack Krios, and since you are vulnerable, I have advantage. A 9. I had a 7 and a 9, and a 9 I think
That
hits
is
you.
just my evasion.
Ah,
And you are getting hit. It's gonna squeeze you again. It's not going to restrain you again. It's just doing an attack on you. Not that strong. 14 points of physical
That
damage.
would be within minor damage for me, so I will mark an armor slot to take nothing.
Awesome. All the while, some of the sailors saw you go overboard, and they immediately threw some of these rescue rings towards you, so that you can hopefully cling onto. There's also on the other side of the deck, there are also some 2 other sailors that are currently engaged with one tentacle that is flailing over there, that they are stabbing all the while. You don't know how much damage they do, but the other men on the ship are fighting hard against it all the while. The air is picking up more and more. There are more and more gusts of wind where you have to hold on to anything that you find. You're not getting pushed away, but it's getting much rougher out here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yes, Garmont.
I am pelted on the bridge and wiping blood off my face. And I look at the situation. I can see down the railings that Krios is fending off or just getting pounded by the gigantic tentacles into the water. And I can see that despite Krios being basically undying, like, I shouldn't bother with whatever is happening to her. Still the water, I have not yet seen a proof that she's going to survive the water itself, so she is in danger to me. And so I will stand back up and I will use my clothes to hide a few things. One of them is I dunk a canister on my face and I use Mask of Delight. Become who you really are. From Azarin and Krill Industries. This is just adjusted appearance and I look like Krios. And so I stand on the railings. Come on, you fucker! Give it to me! You thought you had me! You've not even touched me yet! And I hide behind me another canister for just in case the Kraken's going to take my bait and start attacking me, because I might use another spell then.
Ooh, okay, actually.
I want the Kraken to focus on me.
While you are actively distracting the Kraken, I'd like to, knowing that my companion had jumped or gotten thrown into the water, pulled into the water, I'm gonna jump down and then jump into the water and sink in. And also, I'm a Galappa, so I'm probably, well, I didn't know I'm a I'm very much leaning towards tortoise. I'm a freshwater tortoise, a terrapin. So they're tortoises that are like aquatic or semi-aquatic, but they haven't developed flippers yet. Anyway, so I jump in to try to save Krios, and I was going to suggest a couple of things. One, if this is I'm trying to find Krios, and if Krios is down there, and I'm actually pitching this to the group as a whole. If Krios is down there and Krios is conscious, tag team roll with Krios against the Kraken while the tentacles are distracted. Alternatively, with a couple of options for Sexy Man, which is either A, you burn a hope and then you help me by distracting it, and then I get a d6 on my roll against it to attack it. Or if you're about to try to blow that thing up, then we do a tag team roll and you try to attack the tentacles while I'm attacking the head of the Kraken.
Well, that's a pitch for the GM then. If we do, I want to make the Kraken attack me because I have a surprise in my back. If we succeed on that tag team, can we get Krios out of the water thanks to Nico's action and get the Kraken to fall into my trap?
Sure, why not? That sounds fun.
Okay.
Nico, up for it?
I would allow it. Go ahead.
I have exactly 3 hopes, so if you want me to start the thing, or you can start the thing.
Sure. So we're doing a tag team roll, you and me?
Yeah.
Okay.
More tag teams. Love it.
Okay, cool. So I'm going down there, and Krios, how are you doing? What's your situation?
I have not been hurt. I'm just
okay.
slapping at this thing, like, very clumsily because I'm in the water, but this tentacle keeps trying to come down, and I'm like, no! Like,
Okay, for like 2 seconds I was worried about you, and as soon as I went under there, I
No,
was
not
like,
anymore.
I see you like just holding your own against this behemoth, this Leviathan, and then I look down and I see like there's the head of the Kraken, and so I just kind of like nod my head because you clearly got that handled, and then I'm gonna swim down and I'm gonna try to go at it. And I did this seeing what Garabon was doing, so this is narratively that I genuinely am tag teaming this endeavor. So yeah, let's go ahead and make our rolls, and I'm also going to spend a hope in order to add my my experience I have. Get my point. Which now I did originally intend that for negotiation. You know.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna stick
Please
to what I
add
said.
all the bonus you can because it might benefit me as well.
Oh, great.
Since
cool.
it's a tag team.
Okay.
I
That
cannot
actually
add more
has.
things to my
So,
roll.
Garamond, you're trying to taunt and fake out the Kraken, so you will be
presence?
on presence.
Yeah, presence.
Of course. And Nico, what would you think? What would you roll?
I'm actually trying to attack this bitch. Oh, sorry. I should
You're gonna
gender
attack
neutrally. I want to make that clear. And I did spend a hope earlier, right? I did spend a hope earlier to make it my focus. So,
Yes.
okay. First of all, because
Make your rolls.
it's a tag team roll, it's a D20 instead for my hope, and I'm making an attack on this. So,
Okay.
it's gonna be agility. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll this bad boy. 15 with, 16, 17, 18. And then with my weapon, because it's an improved broadsword, 19 with hope.
Awesome.
19 with hope.
Mm-hmm.
You beat my 18 with hope by 1.
Ooh,
So
we rolled
let's
very
use
well,
your
though.
roll because it's just the same as mine but better.
Take the hopes, you two.
Yes.
19 hits, 19 succeeds. Nico, please narrate you first. What you do? You attack it, and how do you get? Or did you shift your focus from saving Krios? I assume you did, right?
As soon as I saw them like slapping the tentacles away, and
Yeah.
like a grandma with a chancla who's just like, you know, yeah. And so I'm just like, okay, they're fine. And then I continue on towards the Kraken. What of it do I see? You know, GM.
What do you mean?
Like when I
What do you
dip
mean?
down into the water, and I'm looking at the
Oh,
Kraken, like, what
yeah.
am I seeing?
Yes. You are seeing yellow light, like burning yellow eyes that are looking at you, and a large beak that is screaming at you. And when you put your head below, you hear like a huge reverberation of this scream, and it actually hurts your ears, but it doesn't matter. You braced for this, and it's looking at you. It's staring in your soul. But then a tentacle is coming close to your face, and then you've waited for this moment, and you stab it.
Yeah.
Bam!
And I make very
All the
special
while,
care not to stab my actual monitor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
would be.
That'd be terrible.
Not good.
Every time you do that,
Immersion.
it was a great
Immersion.
action, but now you
Garamond.
lost 1,000 euros.
Garamond, two tentacles that were actually close to the one tentacle that Krios got picked up with. They don't have eyes, but they basically, the tips of their tentacles, they are eyeing you, and they are coming towards you with a single attack. What do?
I see those getting to me like 2. Okay, so I guess my trick worked best. And I drop on the floor another canister of Run a Circle from American Arcane. Find them in your shop right now. It is still a running circle, and I'm going to mark a stress and let those 2 tentacles receive their righteous damage when they cross the threshold of the circle. And they stop before they get me, so...
You create another circle.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yes, you are creating a circle. It is forming a dome out of you, and the tentacles are penetrating this dome of light, and they are beginning to crackle. Please roll damage if you haven't done already so. And combine it.
Yes.
I have 19
it could be better.
damage total. Physical.
19, add, hold on, that's 17 plus 4, so add 21 for a fair 40. Total 40.
Very
A
nice.
fair 40. Awesome.
And don't forget the Kraken marks another stress.
Oh yes, it will mark another stress. You were interested earlier if your initial damage was severe. I can tell you, this was severe damage.
Oh, then they mark another stress. A second stress.
All right, mark another stress.
I love rangers. They're so cool.
The tentacles are getting really hurt. The ones that are penetrating your rune circle, you see that the tips are burning away, and there's like burnt flesh now for like half a meter where they penetrated your dome. They're like flailing away and vanishing below the water surface. Also, the tentacle, Nico, that you penetrated. Do you want to have another jerky by any chance?
I'm gonna skewer off another. You know what? You said that I saw some yellow light, right?
Yes, from the eyes.
I got some jerky, but I think I want some jam.
I must tell you, these eyes are a bit too far away. If you want to swim down, though, this could be done.
I rolled with hope, didn't I? Yeah, I rolled with hope. We rolled with hope.
You did.
Yeah. I'm
Yes.
feeling hopeful. So
Sure.
Yeah.
You did a tag team move.
As part of my heroic tag team move, I go just a little deeper.
Besides, you're a Galapa, right?
I'm a Galapa.
This is your element.
I'm in my element.
This is your element. Just exactly. Go down, take yourself a piece of bright yellow eye, slice it off. You take it.
I just and I
The eye is closing. In pain.
grab it and I pop it into my other breast coat pocket, and I
You know what? On this awesome roll, you're even on your way up. You pick up Krios, and the two of you come back onto a ladder that one of the sailors let down from the side.
And okay.
Yes.
When I cut the jam off, I do that thing where I reorient myself and I kick off of it. That's like part of what pushes it down. I kick off of it to get that momentum, and then I pick up Krios on my way up.
Nice. Garamond, how does it look like you accepting the damage from the tentacles that actually are getting hurt or not you?
I basically it's all like a master plan, and they just when they flash on the run circle like bzzz, like mosquitoes, it sends ton of light on me, and my clothes are just waving like that. It worked, but I had still like calculated in my head like maybe it's not going to be enough. I'm like ooh. when they get blasted off because they are pushed back very close range, I'm like very silently, just cheering for myself. And when I see Krios getting back on the ship, I just quickly no, I never impersonated Krios. Might get me in trouble if she sees that I did that. She doesn't need to know that I can do that anytime.
Comes up over the edge of the ship like the angriest wet cat.
Yes.
And then I'm rolling the ball in my own circle because I know now I'm protected and fine.
Come at me! Alright, so I will spend a fear to interrupt the scene even though you rolled with hope. One thing though, before Krios, while you are getting picked up by your precious captain and brought back onto the ship, you see that there's kind of like a tidal wave that is forming behind your ship and that is pushing your ship forward. You don't know how and where and whatever is happening there, but it is like looking like your ship is leaning a bit forward and like rushing into a certain direction. Anyways, as I said, I spent a fear to interrupt the scene. Aspen, master of the wind, you feel another disturbance in the force. You feel that the tempest, this arcane tempest in the air, it is forming a whirlwind, a tiny tornado, a tube that is forming and it is getting closer and closer towards the ship. Do you think you can try to prevent this from touching down and hurting lots and lots of people? You could, if you want, if you have a spell for that. Otherwise, I would ask you to make a spellcast roll.
Well, I have the spell Rain of Blades, which I could flavor as making my own Tempest, and basically try to spin in the opposite direction to diffuse the pressure and the wind before it can either tear the ship apart or pluck it out of the water.
Yes.
And
if you would be so kind to roll.
I am gonna.
Do you need to roll, or is this just?
I think it makes sense for me to need to do a roll. Right, Rain of Blades would be a spellcast roll for an attack if I'm doing it for something else.
Oh yeah, true. Since we're reflavoring, you're right. Then please make a spellcast roll.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna spend a hope to utilize my experience. The wind is a friend of mine, and add a bonus there.
Beautiful.
So I'm gonna be rolling my duality dice +6. Not a great roll. That is going to be a 15 with hope.
15 with hope is enough.
Yes.
You do exactly what you said. With Rain of Blades, you form your own anti-tempest, while the one that is coming down this tube is turning clockwise, and you're forming one counterclockwise, and they cancel out, and they just vanish into nothingness.
Right, and this is obviously straining, right? I didn't mechanically have to mark a stress, but I think it's a big display, and if the Tempest is kind of gone, then we get the reaction shot. It's like, as this is clearly very taxing, but I don't know where we go from there.
We had 8 tentacles to begin with. Two of them got scorned or scorched by Garamon's rune circle, so they vanished. One of them got buster shotted by Aspen. This one vanished. We have 5 more. 2 tentacles are currently engaged with 3 sailors each. One of them is hanging on the railing because the tentacle grabbed one of the sailors, but the other ones could hold them back so that he didn't fall down. But there's a huge kerfuffle, and you hear from below deck. You hear again, water! We got leaks, many! Help! And some more people are rushing down, so downstairs stuff is happening apparently. And you also hear a huge cry from the Kraken now, because its mouth and its hurt eye, it's still closed, but the other eye is coming out of the sea, and it's screeching in all of your directions, and this one is now really hurting. You all have to mark stress, because this is
loud.
It hurts. But Spotlight is back to you.
I would ask Aspen, I've used my tag team role. Do you have the hope for it?
I have initiated a tag team role.
Oh, you did.
So have I.
Yeah, but it's...
You know what?
It's 1 per person.
I don't care.
Oh.
If you have hope, please do it more often.
Okay.
Seriously, I just love tag team moves.
Well, also,
I don't care about the once per session.
it's a good excuse to have each person get to initiate one. So if you want to try to do one with Sexy Man, they're the only one who hasn't initiated a tag team role so far.
I just did with you. I paid the 3 hopes. Did you?
Oh, you paid the 3 hopes. Oh, so I haven't initiated one. Hey, Krios, buddy of mine, you want to do a tag team role?
Sure.
Let's do it. I say, Krios, I know that crafty mind of yours. What is it that you are considering doing to this creature?
She kind of looks up at the sky where that whirlwind came down. It's just like, that could pick up a lot of momentum for my halberd, and I kind of make an arcing gesture, like shooting it over the edge and into the eye of the Kraken after it emerged out of the water.
Excellent.
Awesome.
And I grab, my volume clipped. Excellent. And I grab them and I start spinning them around, and I'm about to chuck the little goblin.
So yeah, just
Wonderful.
fastball special, but we're doing a big
All right.
wind up first.
Awesome. Nico, I think this sounds like either strength or agility, whatever you prefer.
Ooh, Oh God, the reality of the situation is it's strength. Like I have to accept that that's true. I don't
I
want
would like to
but
spend
I
a
will.
hope to help.
Ah, okay.
Sure.
Okay. Ooh.
We have so much hope
Maybe
today. Love it.
like you push off, like you jump off of me, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
you springboard off the way I did kind of off the eye, you know. And
We're
so that
boosting,
way
but
you
not
kind
the
of-
actual bone boost card.
Yeah. You basically do to me what I did to the Kraken to account for to compensate for my lack of strength because I have a -1. Okay. Yes. All right, that's going to be a 24 with hope.
Oh, plenty. You guys are rolling amazing.
Mind
today.
you, remember,
Hold on.
right? I have a D20 for my
Oh, yeah,
tag
we've
team
done
roll,
this.
so it's not a crit. It's not a crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
But crazy if it was. Yeah, so that's going to be a 24 with hope.
That just means, Monk, you have to roll the crit.
All right.
yes.
Just to be extra sure, I'm gonna spend another hope to add my experience, Hail to the Sea, which means, like, she's not
Oh, yes.
magical, but she grew up around the sea, and it's, I don't know, just feeling the momentum of the storm, even in the middle of the danger, even dwarfed by something that's so much bigger. It's like, you gotta be the bigger fish, and it's gonna launch into the air and just come down on it.
Awesome. Give us a crit.
No crit.
Otherwise, 24.
But it is 16 plus 3, 19 with hope.
Yeah.
Do you want to take the 19 or the 24?
Probably 24.
Very hard question.
I'm not asking. Take the hope. Take the hope. You succeeded.
Also,
Please
can I,
tell us how it looks like
Ooh,
flying
yes, go ahead.
goblins.
just to eat all of my hope, use it or lose it, as I'm going, is it possible to also initiate a whirlwind to catch any tentacles on the way?
Of course.
So just
You
full
know,
fucking
While you're
Beyblade.
flying, some tentacles. Of course, do it. While you're flying, you're getting thrown by your captain, right? Big wind up, whoosh! While you're flying with your halberd, you see not one, not two, but 3 tentacles trying to grab you on your way towards the Kraken's face and the eye. They're coming towards you, and you're slashing around, making your whirlwind attack, hitting all of them, plus the head. What is the damage you're going with?
19 physical damage.
Awesome.
Plus, I believe.
And this, I
Nico's
would say,
damage.
4 times. Like, yes, let's do it 4 times 19. Please, someone make the calculation for me. You're hitting
It is,
4
Well,
things.
18.
Nico,
Whirlwind gets
76.
halved, so it's 10 for all the tentacles.
good. 10, 20, 30, 49. Nico, what do you have?
I forgot that because I hadn't considered that I did damage. I am gonna look up because I had this question earlier. I am gonna look up an unarmed strike because I'm
Default.
genuinely curious. Okay,
Oh, wait, Mike, do you know unarmed strike?
Yeah, it's
I looked it
default.
I remember several versions of the rules, so
Oh, yeah.
if Nico has the exact citation, I think it's a D4.
it is.
Proficiency
It's a
default.
D4 using your proficiency. So I will go ahead and that's gonna be 2 D4s to begin with, and then because this thing is the target of my focus, it's going to take mark a stress for that thing again too, because we hit it, and then I'm gonna burn another stress on my end. I'm getting very high up here in stress. Oh right, I don't have 3d4s.
Burning
I do have
everything.
3d4s.
Yes.
If you
I'm
really
always
want to
prepared,
burn
baby.
everything, remind you that at the beginning of this session I gave you a rally dice. If you haven't spent it yet, now is be the time.
True.
I did. It turned out I didn't need it because I crit, but I spent what I spent, you know. Oh wait, the rally die gets added at the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, you
After.
choose when you use it. Yeah.
Guess what
So
I'm
if you
about
want to
roll.
have to spend it on you, yeah, go ahead. D6.
Okay. So
We're at 49 damage
2,
already.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's another 8 damage on my end.
57 if I don't
Yeah.
calculate the wrong way.
In which case,
57 damage is
don't forget too that because it's severe damage,
Marcus
it's
stress?
yet another stress. Okay, carry on.
57 is close enough to 60. It's massive threshold, so I'm gonna count this as a massive attack. Because like Krios is hitting 3 tentacles plus the eye, the beak. Where do you want to hit it?
Right in the eye. The halberd comes down
And-
actually, I'm gonna like flip it around so that the pointed back end is pointing forward, and I'm just gonna toothpick it in the eye.
Nice. Alrighty. And with the added momentum from Nico's throw, you're hitting like massively. This thing is crushed. You hear you're closest. You're the closest to its huge beak and the cry. So I am going to ask you to mark another stress because you're like your ears are shattering, but only you. Besides, all the tentacles are basically like vibrating with pain. They're slashing around. They're hitting your hull. They maybe even make another little indent, a hole into your ship. Nothing too serious though. Regardless, you might have some holes below deck, but your shipmates are taking care of this, hopefully. The Kraken is no more. It is sinking down. Krios, you're in the water now, but you're not getting sucked down. Don't worry. The tentacles are flailing, but they are not keeping hold of you. So you are done. You're done. Not done for. That's not the right wording, but you know what I mean. You're in the water, but what you realize, you remember, as I said, that there was this kind of tidal wave pushing your boat forward. This one is doing it, so you are falling.
Oh wait,
quickly behind.
Actually though, I don't know
Yes.
if you recall, but you had
Yes.
said that I'd come up with Krios, and Krios had narrated coming up like a wet cat. Do you remember that comment, Krios?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you
but
were-
then I jumped back out onto the Kraken.
I missed that. That's on me.
Just-
All right. Yep. Your dumb ass is out there. Bye.
Yeah, no.
You see Krios quickly swimming away.
I'm gonna use my 50 feet of rope.
All the while.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, to bring
Yeah.
it back?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my 50 feet of
You
rope.
better be quick.
I'm gonna try to toss it out there.
Do it quick.
Yeah, I throw it quick.
Do it please, and finesse or agility roll, whatever you finesse.
Let's do. Oh
Yes.
God. Okay.
You want
let's try
to
it,
you
let's
want
try
to
it,
hit
let's try
you want to hit the target. And it's hard, gonna tell you this.
it. God, I wish I saved that rally die.
Can I actually
Okay.
help Nico on that one?
How do you help?
I see
help?
Nico
Okay.
trying to unfold a rope, and I understand immediately somebody is overboard. So I get to the railing next to Nico is preparing a canister of Lévitation Extraordinaire by Elena Witches, Outcaster and Bitches. And I unfold it,
It's
and I
like
see
that
it's
you
for
have
Krios,
all
and
really-
I actually do it, and I'm going to use Levitation to help pull her back, and so it's easier to get her.
On Krios?
I mean,
Is there a range on that, on levitation?
it's close range, but I don't know.
Do you
Just
levitate?
I'm
with a
also
rope?
just spending a hope to help, but I'm just describing how I'm doing it. I don't know. I can also
I would
just
say
push.
you use the levitate. No, wait.
Yeah.
I give you this. I don't say you levitate Krios, but you help the rope levitate so that
Oh, I
you
guide
can
it.
aim better.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like guided. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this makes sense.
Okay.
One more d6.
14,
What is
15,
wrong?
16 with hope.
16 with hope.
Wait.
I am afraid.
No, is a 16
You-
with fear. It was with fear.
16 with fear makes it even worse. I'm so sorry. You see, Krios, you see that your mates are quickly throwing the rope, but you see the tidal wave picking up speed. It is getting bigger, and all the people that are on deck. I will ask soon, probably for a reaction roll, so that you're not falling down, because the ship is actually like tilting really hard now. You're getting pushed really fast by whatever is pushing you behind in this wave, and the rope is coming towards you. But they didn't, while in the process of throwing, they didn't anticipate the sudden rise of the ship, so they just slightly didn't get the right angle that you would see, and it's like just a couple of meters away. It splashes into the water too far away from you, and because they are on the ship, the rope is also moving away further from you, I'm afraid. Also, I'm afraid I have to be really a bit mad. I have four fear, which I'm going to spend all of them
Be mean.
as the Tempest is not nice to you. This arcane storm, whatever has conjured it, and whatever its purpose is, because there must be some kind of secret mind in there that is pushing, creating these waves, luring in the Kraken to attack your ship, hitting your precious bard precisely with a lightning bolt. Whatever it is, but this Tempest, with a mind of its own, really wants to see you suffer. And as you all have to really hold on to something because the ship is tilting more and more, you're getting pushed through a thick fog that wasn't there a moment ago, but through the fog you see there are a lot of rocks coming out of the sea. Basically, you're getting closer to a really rocky island, and you have no one to steer the ship, and you hear a lot of cracking noises, shuddering on board. I'm gonna ask for one last reaction roll of all the people that are not currently in the sea. M.I.A.monk, Nico, and Aspen, please give me agility reaction roll, agility or strength, whatever you want to use for this, to hold on to the ship and not getting flown away by all of these vibrations.
18.
18.
16.
16.
19 plus 2 would be 21.
21. Aspen, the storm was not nice to you. The storm has figured out how you work, that you are a friend of the wind, and it can't take that. So it has thrown its eye on you, and you are getting pushed away the first. You are not only like having to hold on to all of the shuddering and the cracking of the ship, but also there's another tempest that another burst of wind that you have not seen coming.
So it's a
and you're getting
jealous tempest.
picked up by this. Yes, it is, right? You're getting picked up by this and flown overboard. Also, you'll fly into the sea.
So
the others, how are you holding on to?
Oh,
Sorry,
can I add a detail real quick?
Please do.
Nico, what like nickname or other name would Aspen use for you in this kind of like moment of desperation without care that suggests toward the audience and possibly the crew that the two of us have some kind of history, right? As Aspen's getting whipped away, they're reaching out and call out to this. We know that they're related. Like, what do you think would
Right.
go here?
Okay. So, I mean, honestly, I think if you can do a dental stop and do a Theo instead of like a Tio, although if you can't, Tio works too. I mean, we get it. But like, I feel like you would call me Theo.
Okay. Theo.
Oh man.
Garamond and Nico, you hold on to it. How do you do this? And Nico, how do you react to this, seeing it?
All I can do is reach out to Aspen, and you know what? I'm gonna act because I have my experienced crew before care, right? So that's why I'm a pirate, right? Is because I said I care more about my crew than my honor or whatever, right? And so in this moment, I throw caution to the wind, and I let go of it, and I'm going to jump towards Aspen. I want to jump towards Aspen. Yeah.
How are you stress-wise, Nico?
Not good, my dude. Not good.
When I see that Aspen is being cast away, I can feel the emotion in both of you. I actually would push you and help you up the railing, and I would tell you that the most important thing in life, Nico, is money. The second best thing is hope. Go get you, guy. And I will use rousing speech, because I think it was rousing, to make every ally in far range. So, yeah, clear 2 stress.
2 stress. Oh, that's
I am
great.
not. I am not part of my ally, but I don't know where the other 2 are.
Aspen and Nico, you are both getting 2 stress clear.
Thank you.
And I can only see like this tempest is mad. It is really loud. The wind is flushing in your ears, but You don't hear Garamon's voice, but you feel Garamon's voice in your hearts. For with whatever magic can penetrate these loud winds, but it will reach you.
Yeah, near, far, wherever you are,
Nico,
my heart will go on. Sure.
Espen, Nico, you're flying. Oh, not you're jumping behind Espen. Then you're also going overboard into the water.
Yeah.
Quickly back to Krios. Krios,
Meanwhile,
the sea behind you is starting to bubble up. It is like a boiling pot. It is getting hotter, and you also feel like something would lift you up, rise you up in a huge explosion, and then suck you down into the sea again. I also must ask you to do a, let's say, agility or strength roll, whatever you want to use to stay on top of the water. Right?
Is that a reaction? Yeah, reaction.
Yes, reaction roll.
Okay. You said agility roll?
Agility or strength, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
Reaction.
And as this is happening, do I get a sense this is like, if I get caught in the swell of this, it's going to be real bad?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Then I'm going to put all my stuff in it. I'm going to use the Seaborn ability Know the Tide.
Nice.
You can sense the ebb and flow of life. When you roll
Sick.
with fear, place a token in this card. I have one token, because I only rolled with fear once. I'm going to add that. And I'm going to spend my last hope for Never Go Quietly. Got another +2.
Awesome.
yes.
Alright.
Pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
Okay. It's with hope. So that is
You can do it.
13 plus 3 is 16 plus another 2 is 18 with hope. Well, not
18 is
hope.
enough. 18 is enough.
Whew.
Yes.
You got it back.
You do manage to. The sea is your ally. You know the tides. You're getting pushed down by this bubbling sea, but then, whatever. Just I know my strokes. You're getting back up.
I will say I'm doing an intentional nerf here, just because it's like I could feel the sea pulling me down, and it's like there's no bargaining with this. It's either live or die, and you got to do whatever it takes to live. So I'm going to drop my halberd to have the least possible weight as I swim up.
Awesome. And this is sorely needed, because you see huge rocks come out of the sea that are passing you. You're getting swelled by the sea, but you're staying on top of the water. You're getting thrown away, but as I said, the sea is your ally. You're not getting pushed down again. You will resist it, the urge, or rather the force of the sea, and you're getting flown around somewhere. You don't know where. Back on the ship. Garamond, you managed to stay on top, right? You helped your friends to get rid of some stress. Hopefully they manage in the water.
Yeah.
And what you see is you're now, I would say, the only one on deck who survived this sudden onslaught, and you're just holding onto some kind of some planks, and you're probably like in vertical. The ship is now in vertical position, and you see that as some kind of beach is getting closer and closer, and you feel like the ship is leaning forward as if it would do a belly flop onto the beach.
With the mast about to point into the beach.
Yes.
Aww.
But how this is getting resolved, we will find out next session. What is happening to Espen and Nico, who just fell into the sea? What is happening to Krios? What is going on? Will this ship do the belly flop onto this mysterious beach? You should come back in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, when we're having the second session of Dead Leaves Tell No Tales.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Some of us
Thank
might
you
be dead.
so much, everyone.
Yes, thank
That
you
was
so
so
much.
fun.
And
That
we
was-
also, let's go ahead and do our outros. So,
Yes.
would you like to take it away, Azu, or would you like me to do it?
I can start, but we can chime in. We're here for some time. I might forget a few names, but that is all right. First and foremost, thank you very much to all of you who chimed in to watch this first part of this 2-part series. My name was Azu the Bard, and we have to thank a whole lot of people. In a minute, our players will say a few words about themselves as well, where you can find them, what they are doing on the sides, if they have some projects they are working on. But first, as I said, we have a few announcements to go, a few things. First and foremost, you've seen these beautiful artworks that on our screen that were made by our monk and sexy man. So you can thank them. They are true artists.
Thank you.
No AI involved. It is wonderful that you guys did this. No AI. Augmented illusions are bad for you kids. And we also have to thank, on the technical side of things, we have Jaybird and Redhead, our queen.
Oh, they are graphic designers. Yes.
Yes. They're graphic designers and so much
Yeah,
more.
and I'm only correcting that because today I'm running tech.
Thank you, Nico, for the stress you endured on our behalf.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Anyways, I also have to thank, I'm pretty sure I forgot. Right, I forgot from our core production crew. We also have Alan on board, of course. Quick shout out to Alan. Thank you. From my side, I used a few homebrew pieces that can be found either, core rulebook things are not homebrew. Homebrew is everything other people do, like fun people that want to add stuff to the experience. So I used a few homebrew adversaries and experiences. For example, I used by Chapo the Dog, by Geoffrey. I can't read my own name. I will put it into the description of the thing, right? And Simon M223. These were all homebrew items from the Heart of Daggers homebrew vault, which you should check out. It is amazing. Full of pieces of people just posting their homebrew, making them public for everyone to pick up and use. It is just beautiful. Please do so. Partially, also I have to say, this adventure was inspired by the tight-bound campaign frame by our very own Redhead, which you can also find on the Heart of Daggers marketplace. So please do so. Check it out there. Nico, who did I forget to mention?
Really quick, speaking of the marketplace, I want to give a shout out to Heart of Daggers and Matt of Heart of Daggers. I would also like to say that marketplace, unlike, I know you can filter it out on Drive-Thru RPG, but the marketplace, and this is not the homebrew vault, right? Some people, they use AI, and we're going to judge them silently, right? I'm not taking an official position to how negatively I view that. But on the bright side, the marketplace where you sell products on Heart of Daggers is completely AI free, and that is awesome. Absolutely no augmented illusions. Now, I think
it's beautiful.
You've got a core production team. You were our creative team. We got our art people. I'd also like to go ahead and say, right, I did Heart of Daggers, which is fantastic. I think that now we can go into player outros. Yeah, you did great.
Sure. Let's do this.
Wait.
Mike, let's start. Oh, sorry.
Chepeku for the images
Chepeku.
that we used, like in the background of the overlay and stuff like that. And then we are also going to be using music by Describe's Opus and Michael Gelfie Studios. You can check out their website. I have all of that is going to be in the description down below when we post this online. Yes, now we do player outros. Take it away.
Mike, would you have the honors?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me on, Azu and Nico. Great to get to play with you, Sexy Man and Monk. I am Mike Underwood. I am a game designer, author, and occasional actual play creator. I was an additional designer on Daggerheart. I very rarely get to play, so this has been very much fun for me. If you are interested in expanding your repertoire of Daggerheart-compatible adversaries, I have a book of 35 original adversaries for use with the Daggerheart rules called Menagerie of Mayhem, which you can find on Heart of Daggers. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/@MikeUnderwood or on Blue Sky at MikeRUnderwood.bsky.social. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mike. Nico.
Hi, I'm Nico de Gallo. As I mentioned at the top of the stream, I am a voice actor, burlesque host, burlesque performer, professional dungeon master, and game master, because I do D&D and other stuff too. Obviously Daggerheart, primarily Daggerheart. Way more than D&D now, actually. And I also... on the topic of augmented illusions, I just released, it is this massive TTRPG resource guide, AI alternative. So instead of just like negatively judging people for using AI, you can point them to ttrpgresources.com, which is a resource guide that I compiled, and then Matt from Heart of Daggers turned into a beautiful website. And there is, like terabytes worth of stuff that you can get that is either in the public domain or Creative Commons. By the way, the only difference between public domain and Creative Commons is Creative Commons requires attribution. Some of it does or doesn't allow for commercial use, but you can just check the license on those websites yourself. Don't worry about it. Do worry about it, and then read what it is so you don't worry about it. But yes, it's tons of stuff that's in the public domain and Creative Commons. So you don't have to use AI in your games to get something incredible. It also, if it's in the Creative Commons or public domain, means you can use it in your homebrew content and your third-party content, and you can, if it's Creative Commons with the commercial use, sell things that has that artwork in it, which is amazing for a lot of content creators. So that's, I think, everything for me. I've also got a YouTube channel, which everything that I have is in my link tree down here, but I have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, that's the other one, and I have a TikTok where you can watch my videos and everything that I post, including this video, which I realize now a lot of you are probably on my YouTube watching this. I don't know why I had to explain it. That's redundant. Anyway, I'm going to pass the spotlight off to Monk.
In contrast, hi, I'm Monk. It's been a pleasure playing. You can find me basically just on Blue Sky because I'm a hermit and I am not anywhere. It's M.I.A.monk at bsky.social or .bluesky.social. I do some homebrew stuff that's up on Heart of Daggers, nothing officially compiled, but I might open up commissions for artwork at some point in the future once I figure that out. So keep an eye if you want.
By the way, for Monk, you should know that on ttrpgresources.com, there is a link to the Artist Guild where you can basically make a profile for yourself and allow people to find you, reach out to you, and try to ask you for commissions.
Oh, nice. All right, you might find me there at
Which
some
is
point
also
in the
part
near
of Heart
future.
of Daggers.
But yeah, that's about it for me, and I'll pass it off to our good sexy man.
Thank you. I've been CXinman. I'm a game designer, illustrator at times, forever GM, and I've been very thankful for that game. It was amazing. I never get to play, and I get to and on camera, so it's amazing. I am known in the community from Daggerheart for having done not one, not two, not three, but 4 new domains that you can use to expand your experience of the game. Unfortunately, they are just floating domains that you can just swap out for any domains that the class are using. However, I am currently working on 4 new classes using those domains that will hopefully help you figure out how to further your experience of a game. They're so good. I'm currently playtesting them, but then in a short while they'll be available on all the good shops where you can find good Daggerheart products. There you go.
Especially heartofdaggers.com.
Especially Heart of
Oh,
Daggers.
yes.
Oh, sorry. While we're talking about why it's especially Heart of Daggers, is sellers get higher commission on Heart of Daggers than they do on other websites.
Indeed.
Thank you, Heart of Daggers.
Thank you, Heart of
Thank you,
Daggers.
But yeah, as an addition to our sexy man, pick up the Forge domain. I'm in love with this. Seriously.
Very cool.
Look up Forge domain by CXE Man. You will not be disappointed. Anyways, back to me real quick. Thank you so much for trusting me to be your host and your GM for tonight. To my players and to the audience, I hope you had a good time. I certainly did, and I think you guys do. Please confirm.
Oh,
I
yes.
had a
Did you have a good
fantastic time. It was
Amazing.
awesome.
It was a
Yeah.
riot. I loved
It was
it.
a lot of fun.
Success. Where you can find me, it's right below my name. I'm also a kind of hermity. Blue Sky is the main platform where you can find posts by me, sirazu.bsky.social. I'm also on Reddit. If your little homebrew designer tingle if there's such a thing in you and you want to design something, get the itch running, I'm running a weekly community homebrew design challenge every Monday on Reddit and on the Heart of Daggers Discord channel, Discord server. I will post a new piece of artwork, and that should inspire some homebrew. And we're just gathering all of these homebrew. We are discussing it. We're all creating something together, which is just a blast, and it's a growing community, and I'm so happy for this. It's awesome. Please check it out if you're interested in this. Otherwise, as I mentioned at the top of the stream, I'm one part of a designer duo, Bard and Raven. You can find us, of course, on Heart of Daggers, but also on Itch, on Drive-Thru. Look us up. We have already 3 adventures that are really a lot of fun. 1 supplement, which is much more fun. Check it out. I don't want to go much into detail right now, but perhaps at another time, because right now I want to finish this up. Nico, give me a thumbs up if I forgot anything. Otherwise, we are going to finish this for today.
I think that is it. So thank you so much, everybody. Once again, thank you, Azu. You were a fantastic GM. I had a blast. I'm also a forever GM, and I had a great time. Monk, thank you again so much for your art. You were also just super fun to play with. Sexy Man, and I actually was trying to say each letter that time, and I just slurred like an idiot. So anyway, you were super fun to play with. I'm glad you got to be a player. Mike, I'm gonna say your name the way I do obligatorily every time I mention you, which is Mike. Anyway, that was our game, everybody. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you. We all hope to see you in the next episode of this two-part adventure. What is it called again? Can you tell us, Azu?
2-shot.
Dead leaves tell no tale.
Dead leaves tell no tales on the dice Rolleth.